We're now live. Yay. Okay, it's working. It's working, everyone. Yay. Last time. So last time, you guys, so Kotli woke up and was gonna, I think he was trying to sneak away from the pirate lady, but then it turned out she had already kind of sneaked away from him. They kind of awkwardly bumped into each other and both decided to go their separate ways. She's like, I need to get the hell out of here. And then he went back to meet up with everyone. And you guys decided you wanted to check out like the magic, that like locked room that had all the magical items in it. So you went back to Jackie, who gave you the key, I think, or no, you got the key from her, but then she, you guys were like, well, what do we do about the goblins now? Because if she leaves, then they're kind of going to be in anarchy. So then she threw the crown to Cotley, who immediately put it on Omega's head and ooged and basically kind of like told Omega like whoever wears the crown is king. Um, and then you guys went. You decided you were gonna investigate the purple worm, but on the way there, um, the one of the beast tamers turned out to be the doppelganger who had disappeared, and with it, some unbelievably cool cutscenes and, well, not cutscenes, but like killing blows and magic use and teamwork. You guys managed to not only take out both of the beasts, but also even kill the assassin in such a horrific way. It was just absolutely fantastic. I think you guys were like, you basically made it so he had no bonus actions or reactions, and then actually, like, by the end of it, he was like, he literally couldn't do anything but just stand there and watch himself die, um which was just awesome. Then you guys were like, well, it's clearly not a purple worm because that's like a CR20 and would just kill all of us, so let's go investigate this weird drum sound that's either like some kind of weird bards or like a magical illusion. Turned out it was actually a legitimate purple worm. Um, and while everyone was shitting their pants, Hausch pulled a small purple worm toy out of his pocket, and there was a glowing dot on its head. And he pushed it, and everybody heard beep beep, and then the purple worm like stopped, laid down, opens its mouth, and then you could hear like all the music coming out of its mouth and the smell of beer, and there was like basically like a full-blown bar rager party going on inside of this purple worm. And like the awesome players you are, you decided to enter, and were met with Fluke's super hot parents. And then Fluke, everybody kind of like slowly turned and looked at Hausch, and then he took his glasses off, and it was like the handsome SpongeBob, where like everyone suddenly realized that this entire time Hausch had been a babe, and just because there was always a book in it on his face, no one even noticed. Hausch, come here! And your mom will like run over and give you a big hug. Oh my gosh, look at you! Uh, Oh, you're always going on about responsible. Classic Hausch. Look at your beautiful clothes. Oh my gosh. They're so nice. Yeah, problem. Not a lot of problems in here. Actually, if you we all have problems. I think you'll find a lot of what. So how are you? You're not having problems, are you? You poor thing. Oh my God, Hausch, you had friends. And she'll go around and like grab each of your hands and be like, "Thank you, thank you." How he always has his face in his book. I swore all his friends were imaginary, or or made of paper. I can't believe, thank you all for being so nice to my sweet, sweet boy. Yeah, so Arzex, she'll shake your hand and give you a pat on your top hat.
Cool, but this is a good bonus.
Yeah, welcome.
I kind of straightened
So,
myself out.
like, I'm really sorry, like, what we did to your, um, like, I think someone mentioned it the last time. I just have to change the, uh, apparently no one else is getting audio. Can you guys, someone talk, please?
Can someone
Oh,
talk,
hello.
please?
Oh, perfect. Okay. It wasn't picking up your audio because Isaac was listening, but it's good now. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Isaac. We love you. Thank you.
Okay, Isaac.
Uh, so I think someone had mentioned that you guys were in the Goblin Cave, or maybe not. And she's like, "Oh, so," and she'll look back at like Oog and Ob and be like, "Oh, sorry if we disturbed your like colony here. You're clearly with your fancy hat, the leader." And Oog and Ob will just like they would if she looked at them, they would be like nodding or whatever. They would agree.
Yeah, I kind of humbly bow, like, it is so. These are my subjects. This is my kingdom, for a short amount of time anyway.
Yeah. And she'll look at how she's like, "Oh, fancy friends. Very good. Wow." And then she'll just kind of like paw at Oogd and Ob and move over to Thok. And now at the very end of at the end of last time, Thok had this by popular demand. If you can scroll up and find it, you can always find a place to perform in tavern, whatever. And basically, she's gonna like just immediately understand that like who Thok is. Like this is his fucking. He's in his element here. He's like this is what he does. He entertains a bar with a band. So she's basically gonna say like we have a house band. They're the group of dwarves. They're over here on the stage, and she's just gonna be like, "You do your thing, and the whatever our percentage of alcohol consumption increases, then we'll pay you. Like we'll do your thing." So I'm just gonna have Thok like be in his element and kind of like join the band and kind of like host the night, unless he shows up, at which point he can interact. If that works for all you guys.
No, yeah.
Okay,
He's just
perfect.
crushing it on his loot.
Yeah, so then you've got so you and like these dwarves over here, like now that you're hearing the music, like it's a bit drum and bass, but it's also kind of black metal. And if you like hover over them, you can see like so there's like they have like their singer, this Gilly guy, and he's got cropped, dyed purple hair, a Fu Manchu, and he's well, just don't pay attention to the pictures, but basically he's got a like a tattoo. He's shirtless with a tattoo on his back, and then this other one here is like almost looks like they're related, Gilly and Dooley. So Gilly's this one, Dooley's this one, and he's also got cropped, dyed. Oh wait, yeah, Gilly is. Oh, sorry. Gilly has a long braided soul patch and smells heavily of sweat. And then Dooley is the cropped dyed purple hair Manchu. So he's like the lead guitar. Then on the right up here, you've got a bald dwarf with rugged gray skin. He's beefy and has like a huge, magnificent beard, but he basically doesn't talk. He just kind of grunts. And his name is Akan. And then in the back, you have this. He's like got long black hair and it's shaved on one side. And according to the tooltip, he can't feel pain. And he's like on like basically like bass. What are they called? Bagpipes. So they're like a kind of like a dwarven black metal band in a way. And then yeah, Thok will just go up and like mesh right in
That
there.
sounds dope.
Yeah, and like Thok's probably twice as tall as all of them. So you got like an orc and 4 black metal dwarves around them. Okay, so then Maria will move on to you, Aurora, and be like, "Oh wow, look at you! How is this your girlfriend?" Oh.
No, mother, that's not my girlfriend.
Can you
gonna-
do? Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
I'm gonna try and ignore what Hausch's mother just said and said, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, darling. Hausch told us nothing about you."
Oh, Hausch, are you? Am I embarrassing to you?
Yes.
She just like grin and laugh. She just thinks that's the funniest thing. Wow. And then she's gonna she's just gonna go on and on to you, Aurora, like as long as you'll listen and pay attention about how great Hausch is and how he would make like the perfect husband.
I'll humor her while she's speaking, and about halfway through, it just kind of turns to whale noises.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. And she's just gonna like, unless something else interferes, she'll just follow you around and tell you how great Hausch is and that you should marry him. And then she'll actually she'll kind of look back to you. She'll take a moment, Hausch, and be like, "Oh yeah, so like gesture to everyone, make yourselves at home. Just everyone here is friendly, so just kind of like walk around and introduce yourselves to everybody. I know there's we got Finn, who is kind of like our quote unquote alchemist. There's the first table there's got a they all look like rough guys, but they just like enjoy having drinks. There's a pair of what are they called? What are the chicks with horns? They're only chicks. No, I'm just kidding. The horn people, the devil people.
Tieflings.
Yeah, so there's these tiefling twins right here, super hot. And then over here appears to be like a bachelor party. And then you've got these guys, and then she said there's another couple in the back. You can go find them. Basically, like we cater to like the kinds of people that can't get like regular transport. So there's the only rule is like have fun and be nice to each other. They're like no fights, but you know nothing's illegal in the worm. And we cater to those who kind of don't have any other options. So just you know, you'll probably everyone here's a little bit weird, but you're safe. Don't worry. We take very good care of our customers. And I even heard that Orpip, the cook and barman, has a giant cake made up for later. Might have something to do with the bachelor party, not sure. We also have a couple fairy merchants and a couple, I think they're monks, but I'm not really sure. They're kind of obsessed with the game. And then she'll look right at you, Hausch, and be like, if you ask Orpip real nice, I bet you he'll make you those turtle cakes you just used to adore when you were a kid.
And I'll just kind of blush and slowly sneakily make my way back that way.
Okay. And then so as you guys can like move up, Maria's just like she'll probably follow you, Aurora, until she realizes you're ignoring her, and then hang back out at the entrance. And then as you kind of like make your way forward, you'll see Hausch's dad, who just kind of like nods at everyone. And if you were to pass by Hausch, like he would kind of like put a hand on your shoulder and just be like, when you get a minute, I would like to talk to you. Preferably alone.
Okay.
And Maria is probably going on endlessly to Nikolaus about how Aurora and you should get married, but Nikolaus is used to Maria and basically ignoring her. Yeah. And then as you guys go by too, Find will kind of like look over at you guys, and she has like a table of like different potions and pills and powders, and she's like, "Hey, you guys want to party? I got everything you need." And she's got really long, wavy black hair. Her skin is like deeply tanned, almost like golden, but is like covered in pock marks. And if you pay like close enough attention for a while, you can see that her left eye is made of glass.
Well, like I'll start walking back towards. What kind of partying?
Any party? Well, so what we do here, we do something called a Benjamin, where basically I've got a little bit of everything kind of mixed together, and it's always kind of like a random amount of things. So like every good time you've ever had is kind of like randomly mixed into one, and we really don't ever kind of know what the effect's gonna be, but they're usually pretty fun.
Hmm.
For
Well, you have piqued my interest, and it is a party.
excellent. Well, so I guess in that case, let's see. What would you like? Let's see. Would it be? Oops. Why is the mattress store there? I could have swore I had a. Where is it? There we go. All right. So if you want, so basically she'll hand you like it's kind of up to you what form it comes in. It could be a potion, or you could snort a line, or it could be a big doobie. Doesn't really matter. But you're gonna hit it and then roll a d100 and see what happens.
Yeah, I like to think it's a glass bottle with like two corks on it, one at the bottom and one on the top.
Okay.
And like you pop both of them like you're
Yeah,
shotgunning
yeah.
a potion.
Dude, that's sick. Awesome. Yeah, roll me that
Yeah, we'll do that then.
D100. No one else wants to do drugs? Okay.
Bunch of
74.
You know what? I
teetotalers.
might.
We're in a giant purple worm. You gotta
You
cut
can
loose.
always
Yeah,
come
when
back
in
too.
Rome.
Like if later you could come back again.
I'll do one.
Okay.
Wait.
So oh no. I love these things. They're so funny.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so there's inside of that glass double corked bottle is a strange, slimy, slippery, pitch black gel. And it's so like when you pop the top one and the bottom and you go to shotgun it, it like takes forever to come out. It's like molasses and it stays in like a solid unit. Like it won't let you like split it up. So when you swallow it, it's like swallowing like a slug, a huge slug. You're going to take 6 necrotic damage.
Okay.
However, because it kind of gives you like a real shitty stomach ache. So now you kind of have like a really like almost like gut rot or something. But you if you like look down, you're like semi-transparent, and everything it's almost like there's like a shadow cast on like just you. So you can kind of see like a little bit through your own skin, and no matter like where you stand in the light, it looks as if you're like in a deep shadow. So you're gonna have +5s to stealth checks until your next rest.
Damn. Okay.
And I think you're probably already super good at stealth, because I think that's a druid thing. So yeah, +5 to stealth. and you look super cool now. You're like almost like a living shadow.
I'll look over to my dapper little goblin companion and say, "You seeing this?"
I'm seeing this. This is some crazy shit. I kind of put my hand on the table. I'll take one.
Nice. All right. Roll a D100.
Hell yeah.
Five.
6 to 5.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting.
Oh shit.
Okay, so she hands you a yellow flower, like puts it in your hand. It all and the flower is like it almost looks like it's like reflecting sunlight back at you. Like you would think like it's kind of like has like a shiny veneer on it, and like that you're outside and it's a bright day and it's kind of like reflecting the light back at you, but that there isn't any kind of like light source.
Oh wow.
And she just like say, "Oh yeah, just I think you just put this under your tongue and it'll melt." I think she like starts looking through a bag.
So I'm gonna take off a petal and put it under my tongue then.
All right. Oh, well, you gotta eat the whole thing. So if you put one petal,
Oh, eat the whole
it
thing, got
won't. Yeah. Okay. And
I put the
now,
whole thing in.
yep. All right. Just a second. I just have to find something. Roll a 1d4.
Let's go.
You got this. You got this.
3.
Okay.
The lucky number.
Uh.
Watch me explode into like goop or something.
No.
You turn into like 5 mini versions of yourself. Like you multiply.
That would be cool.
Oh god, even more damage it could cause. We are legion.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna send you something. And then I also want to
Nope.
just bring you another chat.
Oh shit.
Oh damn.
Wish me luck, boys.
Hello.
Hello.
So essentially, for the next 3 hours, you think that you're a different person.
Oh shit.
This is who you think you are. And I will give you. I'm gonna give you like his like. So it's like it's almost like it'd be like if you had when you have like a dream that's like super vivid and it feels like you lived another life. You were like a whole different
Yep.
person. Yeah. So for the next 3 hours, it's like that. Essentially, you've like skipped to another universe where you are this person, and then then after 3 hours you kind of like snap out of it.
Oh damn.
So yeah,
I can roll with this.
That's your name, your race, and like we'll say you're still a goblin, but you're Adald Barrows, the fisherman, and just trying to follow the hooks there. They're always excited, greedy, share. You're greedy, but you also share everything you own. Weird, and you fall in and out of love easily. Those are you don't have to follow them to a T. Those are just kind of like gives you an idea of how to play. If you have your own idea of how you want to run it, that's fine too. I just like to give basically.
I'm gonna roll with most of these at least.
Yeah, I basically just like it tells me to just like roll you up a random NPC to play for the next 3 hours. So
Beautiful.
yeah. All right. Cool.
Got it,
I'll
thank
move us
you.
back. Yeah. Hello.
Howdy.
What's up?
Oh, got
So
it.
what
So,
madness has just been unleashed upon us?
if you look into my eyes, you'll see some kind of dilate, and then I kind of shiver, and then I like kind of jump back and forth a bit until I settle down. Like, oh, so sorry about that. Oh,
Are you feeling okay?
oh, I feel perfect. Oh, look at you, dear. I kind of bow, a cordial bow, like, oh, you're beautiful. And so is he. I point at Housh's father.
Hausch does come from
So-
quite the family of lookers.
So you're on Molly, I take it.
I don't know who Molly is, but God, I feel good.
That's if that was intentional, Monroe. That is fucking hilarious. The accent plus Molly.
Oh, the accent? Oh, I was just talking.
Oh, because he has kind of an Irish accent, and then you're like,
Oh,
so you're on Molly.
If not, I'm sure he'd like to be.
Awesome. So Find'll kind of like raise an eyebrow at you and just kind of be like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, forget me nots. All right," and then just kind of like let you guys go. Okay. Next interaction.
Okay.
Oh, where are you guys? We've got Hausch. Hausch, you're making your way like to the turtle cakes or whatever they're called. I can't remember. Turtle cakes?
Yeah, it might have been turtle bread.
Turtle breads. Okay.
Or
So
much bread.
yeah, like when you walk past this table, they're all there's this huge giant, like instead of he's not a Goliath, he's literally a giant. And like you can smell like really expensive cologne. And see that he has like a half of a goat tattoo on his back. And he speaks in like a really high pitched voice, like the Billy guy from Billy Talent. So even though he's like this massive giant that's like, and he talks really loud, like anywhere in the bar, you can kind of hear what this guy's saying. It's in like a almost like a helium balloon voice. And then sitting at the table with him is this very tall and muscular, looks like an elf. He's got quite an he has a very like handsome face, and his left ear is missing. And if you were able to smell like the only other smell than the cologne that you can smell is like cedar wood coming off of this guy. And even though he's like an elf, he looks he looks fairly old, but he's still like I don't know how to I don't know how their years work, but he'd be like middle to like middle or whatever's between like middle and old aged, but is in like fantastic shape and still looks good, really good, like a silver fox. And then also at this table is what do they call them? A dire wolf with soft dark gray fur. Her one ear has a huge like ring piercing in her left ear, and like all over her fur is like a whole bunch of like war scars. And as you walk by, you can hear three voices at the table. And then as you can, and they appear to be like heavily drinking. Like this table's like a bunch of like bikers getting hammed, basically.
Yeah.
And then as you come up here, so on the left here, you've got two like smoking hot, what are they called? Tiefling ladies, and they are engaged in like conversation. They kind of like, they don't really like, they kind of look up at you as you pass, but don't do any like second glance. They seem to be having some kind of discussion, and then
Can
Right
I hear what they're
here.
discussing?
Yeah, sure. Do a perception because they're trying to keep it low. They're having like a private conversation and would probably stop if they noticed you. So maybe do either perception or a stealth or deception. Any of those would be fine.
16 perception.
So they seem to be talking. They're looking for somebody. The person isn't a specific person so much as like it is a specific person but not a specific person, if that makes sense. Like almost like a specific type of person. So they're looking for somebody specific, but it's not like a named person. It's like
So with a particular set of skills.
yeah, maybe. So particular set of skills is an interesting way to put it. Yeah. And then here, there's just like this guy in like a brown cloak. He's like basically you can like only really see his eyes, but it appears to be a human. He's like very like gaunt. His like eyes are sunken in his cheeks. He has a short little mustache, and he's just like nose in a book, squinting. He's tall, but he's very skinny, almost like the Trigun guy. If he like covered his head all the time too. And then behind him is like these, basically like a cabinet that has curtains on it. But unless you like were to directly interact with him on purpose, he would just ignore the rest of like basically anything that's going on.
I'll ask him what he's reading.
And I guess are you just like passively like, oh, what are you reading, or are you like trying to get his attention?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm mostly interested in what he's reading.
Yeah, so
And
I guess like initially, if you just like were walking by and said, "Hey, what are you reading?" He probably would just like not ignore you, but almost like not notice that you were there.
and then I'll just like stop and stare at him for a moment, take like a step closer, and be like, "What you reading there?"
Huh? Oh, me?
Yeah.
And he's gonna like quickly close the book. Like a book. You know what books are, right?
Can I get a glimpse at the cover when he closes it?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Yeah, do perception first. 20. So
Yeah, modified 20.
there isn't anything that indicates what the book is. Like there's no title or author or anything. However, the cover of it it's almost like, do you know what Vanta Black is?
Mhm.
Like the
Yeah.
black that doesn't, yeah, it kind of looks like that. And if you're with the perception, you can kind of like, it's almost like his hands are sunken into it slightly. Like it, you think like, you get the impression that it'd be possible to like reach into it reach into the exterior cover. But that's just like based on your sight. It seems like there's like depth to the material, and that the way he's holding it, it's kind of almost like he's got his hands in like almost as if it's like covered in water, but very like only like half a centimeter of water. So his hands are like
Well,
that sunken in.
Yeah. Well, that book is magical, or I'm in the belly of a Tarrasque that's converted into a bingo hall.
He'd probably laugh at that. And he says, well, it is certainly that.
Uh,
Yeah. You just
I
kind of
got a
stare at you.
magic one of my own. I'll pull out my grimoire and show it off a little bit. Not too much.
Okay.
I'll just give it a little spin of the book.
He's gonna roll. What's it called? Arcana. Oh, I need to. 1 second. I need to find the bookmark. To figure out what his arcana is. Oh, right, wrong window. I think I saved it. Where did I find it? Oh, it was on Reddit. I need to find my like things I've saved. There it is, saved. Ew. Why can't I find it now? Weird. Posts? Saved? 1 second. I found it somewhere. It was someone's custom thing. That's 2 years ago. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I know. I remember most of his stats. I'll be able to find it, but oh, he got a natural one for 12. So he'll like, oh yeah, most what are you, a wizard? Yeah, wizard. Most wizards have books, don't they?
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
What's behind the curtains?
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never had the curiosity become enough to look. I've let other people look. I think people tend to see different things back there. I mean, you're free to look if you like, but just
Oh no,
just
that sounds
warning
scary
you.
as hell.
Yeah, I'm in charge of transporting it. I'm allowed to let anyone I look behind the curtain. People react to it in many weird ways, but I've never been brave enough to try.
Yeah, that sounds scary as hell. Enjoy your book.
Yeah, he'll just go back to reading it. Did you want to arcana his book, or you're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Because I kind of like you did the perception, but if you want to also arcana the book, yeah, it's whatever this book is you, with the 15, you know it's serious. This book's is serious business. There's a lot of power, but you don't know what it could be. You would need a lot higher to kind of like understand what the book contains, but it's certainly something that's extremely rare and powerful.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, you would also probably pick up on the like obviously whatever this curtain thing is magic, but not in the way that like an enchantment is. More in like the way that the mushrooms were.
Huh.
Like it's an inherent property. It's not something that's been cast on the cabinet so much. I would say you're not even sure that it's a cabinet. It looks like one though.
Huh. Yeah, it sounds like something that shouldn't be fucked with. Or at least let somebody else fuck with it first.
Yeah. Not if you like your character, yeah. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. House is very timid. not
Yeah.
Fluke. Fluke isn't timid at all, but House is. I think it's like one of those things where like you understand the dangers the more knowledge you gain on it, and because you're a wizard, you kind of understand like the lack of limitations.
Or a wizard house, and a damn good one.
You used to be a wizard. A pretty damn good one, too. But you're also a good druid, and I appreciate you. You shouldn't do drugs.
2 things. 1, you're so sweet. Thank you very much. 2nd, I'm of course always going to do drugs. I'm a druid.
Okay.
Druids are just wizards that got lost in the woods and started doing drugs.
I can't disprove that.
I love Dylan's story when he was at the one music festival and like Dylan's like wearing his black t-shirt, like his heavy metal stuff, and this like guy who like had like a bald head, like a long beard and whatever, and tattoos was wearing like this tie-dye dress, and he walks up to him and is like, "Oh, I used to be a metalhead like you. Then I took acid. Now I'm like this."
Awesome.
So I think by this point in the night, Aurora. Sorry, I'm having such a fucking
Yeah,
brain
we'll
fart
just
right
go
now.
through you
Aurora
guys in order,
moseyed
maybe.
on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
thinking
it-
she moseyed her way over to the drinking contest at this point.
All right, cool.
Is
Now-
Slater here as
I think
well?
I'm looking over there.
We'll see about. We'll do that on the next go around. On your next thing, House.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the two of you want to go up to the biker table here.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, they'll just like kind of look over at you guys, like, oh yeah, like a woman and a midget. Yeah, step right up. You guys like to drink? This guy
I'm
just
actually
kind of
quite
like
tall for the halfling.
sighs. This guy seems like kind of like regally, but like not mean, but he's like willing to go along. Whereas the dire wolf and the giant are kind of like bullies in a way. And what'd you
you're
say?
half right, darling. I love to drink.
All right, we'll step right up. Sit down. We'll go around. We'll have some rounds. We'll see who stays above the table the longest. If you guys are in for that.
Oh, does my con still 1 second. Like, does my con save still get advantage even though the forget me not did what
Yeah,
it did?
because con is like an inherent thing. It's not mental.
Ah.
It's just how it's your body.
Got it. Sorry, just had to make sure.
Yeah, all good.
I know it's magic, so
All right. So you guys want to sit down and start drinking? All right. So
Well, first I'll ask,
oh yeah.
are there any stakes at play here?
I mean, we just like to get drunk and see who lasts the longest. But if you'd like some steaks, we can always have some. And like that, this guy hasn't said anything to you, but he's kind of eyeing you interestingly. He's so you would recognize him as being like some kind of like elf nobility, and he's clearly like old, and he also smells of the woods, kind of like almost like an Aragorn, if Aragorn and Legolas were like one person. and he's kind of like eyeing you, not like with intent, not like sexual intent so much as like he's interested in your heritage, maybe like the fact that you're like an elf. Um, the but doesn't really say much. The giant and the dog will kind of like look at each other. The dire wolf will just be like, I have a bone, but I mean, I like steak. And Strongbreaker, the giant, he'll be like, he'll say, well, I don't have any money. I have it, or I have information about giants, but no money. That's what he sounds like.
Oh, that's quite all right, darling. Doesn't always have to be money. And I'll put down my boots of teleportation on the table
Ooh.
and say these are a rare magical item. And try and like clearly like hide the giggle on my face, knowing
Yeah.
like how these boots work.
That both of the, I think you could do deception with advantage. I'm pretty sure like you would have to get like 2 natural ones for the dog and the giant to not be tricked by this.
Okay.
Okay, nice. Nat 20. Okay, so even so they're both the giant and the dog are like super interested. Did you say they were boots of teleportation?
Yeah, you know what? I will call them that.
Okay. Oh wow, that sounds really powerful. And as so the direwolf's name is Zaxus. Zaxus will put like a huge bone on the table. And Strongbreaker the giant will say like, yeah, you can any information about giants you want. I'm well informed for a giant. I'll put that on the table if you win against your boots. This elf guy, even with your nat 20, he kind of looks at the boots and just like he doesn't because you got a nat 20, he doesn't like call out the fact that they're not exactly what you're saying they are.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like to think he knows, and he's trying not to laugh.
But instead, he kind of like instead of that, he ignores the boots completely, and he says, "Well, that's not the magical item I was thinking." And he'll actually like pull out. He's like, "Whoa, there's something else you have. I can sense it that I wouldn't mind getting off of you, but I'm wondering what you would like from me. Like what kind of things interest you as far as stakes are concerned? Clearly, like stories about giants and a bone against your magical boots." And he won't like he's not trying to like bring it up in front of them. It's kind of he's almost like talking to you on the side. It's like, I don't think you really care about that stuff. I'm wondering what you really care about.
Well, I'll tell you what. If and when I win this contest, perhaps you might enlighten me on how another elf found his way down into the belly of what I could only describe as a giant purple people eater.
I mean, I don't. But I'm not interested in the boots. You can keep the boots. I'm interested in that chess piece in your pocket. Is that?
Oh, I'm surprised you noticed. And I'll
Oh, I
pull it out like between my fingers.
noticed. Yeah, I noticed the moment you walked in, and you can see like his eyes kind of like flash with like almost like the money sign.
Interesting.
It's like,
And why would such a piece be of interest to you, might I ask?
well, you see, do you see the symbol on the bottom? The one that on the bottom of the piece, there's an elven symbol carved in. I'm sure you noticed when you inspected it.
I assumed it
That's
was a maker's mark.
no, that's my family's mark.
Oh, a family heirloom then.
Yeah, something like that. Let's just say, in its current state, I don't think it's of much use to you. But I may have access to more of the set, and I'm looking to put it back together again. I don't want to do you wrong, young lady, and I would like to offer you something of greater substance than simply gold or information. I'm wondering what you really want. What is in your pretty little heart? What do you desire?
Oh, the hard-hitting questions. Well, I will be honest. I can't remember much from my past. I don't suppose in your family or any of your time traveling you've come across anything that could perhaps help restore memory?
There are ways. I think you would not enjoy them, but I also understand that some things are worth the trouble. Some things are valuable enough that any amount of pain or struggle we would have to go through to attain them, that drive to attain those things, can never really be put to the side. Much like the chess piece says, I've traveled far and wide trying to reclaim the set, and it has cost me kingdoms worth of resources. But and he'll look you like right dead in the eyes, like you like you're staring at each other, like there's like connected, and like in you like really like you like feel the next word kind of like vibrate through your soul, and he'll say family drives us to do incredible things, doesn't it?
I suppose it does. It can drive either the grandest of ambitions or the darkest of desires. And could I roll an insight at this
Yeah,
point? Does he know
absolutely.
anything about me? Like more than he's letting on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ah, shit, that's a 9.
He definitely knows way more than he's letting on. It's like you're talking to your father or your grandfather or your grandfather's father. Not yours specifically, so much as like it's like you feel like you're like 4 years old and your 80-year-old grandpa is like knows every single detail of your entire life, and is just like it's He's trying to explain something that you couldn't possibly understand. Almost. That's kind of the impression you get. And you will, maybe, one day.
Interesting.
He doesn't. I mean, you got a 9, but you can't really tell. Like, nothing about his mannerisms seems like malicious or anything. Whoever this person is old and wise and knows things that could not be big. You couldn't begin to comprehend. But and
Okay.
he'll kind of like, after that like little speech thing, he'll be like, if you're truly, this is truly what you desire, there are ways. The journey will be long, and you will not, most likely not, get out of it what you want, or in uh, what's it called? I don't think you're going to be happy with the results you receive. But if you're curious, if you can't satisfy that curiosity in any other way, then I guess it's worth it. And these aren't secrets I would trade with anyone else, mostly for their benefit. However, I do get the sense that you are genuinely determined and would place this information on the table against your chess piece.
Curiosity can sometimes be quite a tragic killer, but for me, there are answers I simply must find about my past, so
He'll
I'll
not,
agree to
yeah,
this barter.
excellent. And he'll like be like, I understand. And he'll say, by the way, I'm Finale Felaval. And he says that almost like you should know who that is, but you wouldn't know who that is. You actually do a history,
Okay.
because I don't remember exactly what you know about the chess piece when you were investigating it. So, like, there was like an ancient elven king who the pieces used to belong to, like the chess set.
Ooh,
History, yeah.
nice. 21.
So you haven't heard of Finale, but the Falaval is like one of like the original like elf clans, like one of the big, like this guy is like a very much like an Aragorn figure, where it's like a fallen line of kings.
Ah, the King of Gondor.
Essentially, yeah, the king of Neverword. I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
I'll raise my hand and say Arwen Novus,
Yes.
and I'll try and shake his hand.
Yeah, oh yeah, he'll shake your hand for sure. And it like, it's his grit, like the strength of his hand is like gripping steel, but it's gentle.
I like to think during all this too, Omega's just like rubbing the table, like this is the best table.
Yeah.
He's just peeking.
Oh yeah, you have no idea. Say, so after all that, what are you? So basically, Aurora was discussing about stakes, and she's placed her boots against a bone and information about giants, and then has this like other bet going, and then she kind of like went into like a private conversation with this guy where they were just going off RSX. So what would you like to do while that's happening?
I just want to say you both really do it for me. I love you both.
And the dog and the giant will be like, "Ah, that's great. Did you want to bet?"
You guys too.
Yep. Are you wagering, or you just want to drink?
I just want to drink. I just want to be with everybody.
Excellent. And you know what? If you win, we'll tell you a secret that you will like. How about that?
Oh, that
Yes.
sounds beautiful.
Excellent. And yeah, unless well, this is ongoing, so we can always come back while you guys. So you guys are gonna start getting smashed, but let's yeah, we'll come back and do the actual drinking part of it after a small break with House here. So House, you look
Of
over
course.
and there's like this bachelor party going on. It looks like a bunch of knights. They all appear to be human, and in between the group is like a large box, and they're all kind of like looking at it and laughing. And this guy here is clearly like the groom to be, and then this is kind of like his bachelor party. This guy here seems to be older than the rest, almost like he's kind of like like probably a relative or something. He's like the old guy, and then these two here are just like super party jocks, and this guy seems to be like the groom's best friend. Sitting near this party, but not kind of like in the circle, is you're pretty sure it's Monroe. But you can roll investigate or perception. Okay, so you look over and you're like, "Oh, it's Monroe. What the heck? How are you here? Aren't you supposed to be in Waterdeep? Not Waterdeep, Neverwinter?" And then you realize, like, wait, this guy's taller than Monroe. He's built better than Monroe. He's more handsome than Monroe. He seems happier than Monroe. He's like seems to be a lot more social and just kind of like joking around than Monroe. He's got different gear. What the heck is happening here? Did Monroe get upgraded, or who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, I'll go up to him and be like, "You look just like my friend Monroe."
You don't say. I'm looking.
I
I'm
do, I
actually.
do say, I did.
What would your name be?
Oh, I'm House.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. What was your name again?
Uh, my name is House.
Oh, hi, House. My name is Xavier. I was actually looking for Monroe.
Oh, were you? I think he's in Waterdeep.
He's in Neverwinter, but
that
that's
was-
Oh, sorry.
hilarious.
Oh, sorry.
Well, no, I wasn't sure if you did it on purpose or not, so I just wanted to point it out.
I did not.
Yeah, okay, because House would know he's in Neverwinter, not.
Oh yeah, he's in Neverwinter.
Okay, and how would you? This is quite fortuitous. I've been blessed with good fortune again. How would you have? How would you know the whereabouts of Monroe?
Oh, because he's part of my adventuring party. So are those guys over there. I'll point back to them.
And
With
there's 3 goblins and a super hot druid.
Oh, and just the fancy goblin is ours.
the fancy goblin. Okay, and the
And then the druid lady there on
druid
the
lady.
yeah.
I see.
I'm
And you
also
came in
just
with
gonna.
the.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna send a quick telepathic message to Arola and tell her that these two were probably looking for the doppelganger.
A
So I'll
doppelganger.
just like, yeah, I'll just stare a little too long at them, and then I'll turn back to you like I wasn't doing anything. So you needed help finding your brother, Monroe?
Yeah, I was on my way to barter a question to find where he was. But now
Oh,
it seems I've not only discovered his whereabouts, but have found his friends as well. Quillon again guides my every action. Now, if only Quillon would explain to me whether or not there's a carrot in that damn box, I could enjoy my evening a little better.
can I do a religion on Colon or Quaylon or whatever it was, Colin?
Yeah, for sure. And then Trent, you can explain it if it's high enough. You think? Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Quillon Lerthin is like kind of the main elven god. She's kind of a god of the sun and warriors and a lot of stuff, and yeah, kind of one of the main pantheons of Faerun. Yeah,
Cool. What do you happen to know what his alignment is?
I believe lawful good.
Cool. Yeah. Were you playing the game?
No, it's just watching the other two here. But they seem to be too inebriated to do it properly.
I mean, if you want to have a round after they're done.
Sure, that sounds like a good way to pass time. I suppose I'm still stuck on this worm for now. If I might ask, why is Monroe's companions not with him in Neverwinter?
He stayed behind to do some research.
That doesn't. Well, I suppose that sounds a little bit like him. And what brings you out? What brings you out here then?
Well, we were investigating the mines and what was happening here. We heard there's a purple worm, and we came to fight it. And fortunately, it was not a real purple worm.
Yeah, purple worm would take. I would have maybe quadrupled your numbers to fight such a beast.
Yeah, at best. Like, that would give us a slim chance.
Yeah, it would.
How did you end up in here?
I needed a ride. I was on my way to like I said, barter a question from a unholy creature in order to find where my brother was at, because since he had mysteriously left our hometown, I had returned to for a visit and was informed he had left.
You weren't going to see that Banshee and Thunder Tree, were you?
It's
That's exactly where I was going.
Coneyberry.
Oh, I actually wanted to go there anyway. So if you're still down to go, maybe we could head out in the morning, depending on how the rest of my party feels.
Sure, I could help escort you. I have quite a repertoire of dealing with the undead. So
Oh, perfect. Are you a cleric?
no, I've been many things in my 200 years. I was an acolyte, paladin. I'm now more of a ranger.
Okay, cool. I don't think I've ever worked with a ranger, so it should be a good time.
Excellent. Well, I might go get some refreshment from the bartender over here. Oh,
All right, the milk is really good.
all right, let's try the milk.
Okay. So you guys are gonna head up to the bartender and try and order some milk.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But I have
Yes.
to have to run for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Let's go back to the other two then. So that basically, we're gonna do a round at the table. I'm not gonna be rolling for them. Basically, like they each have like a number of rounds that they can drink. And you guys basically just have to like beat that number to see who you knock out.
All right, sounds good.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll put like on your guys. I'm just gonna have like this potion symbol, and I'll just change the number on like how many drinks you've had. But it'll basically, I'm only gonna track like the fails. Like we'll go around in the rounds. I'll keep track of the rounds independently, but each time you fail, I'll change that number just so we remember how drunk you are, essentially. All right. So there's a round of. Like, would you guys rather drink? I think they'd be drinking like beer, but it's probably like almost like a mead or like a strong beer, probably not like shots. So, there'll be one for everybody, and they'll just say, "All right, bottoms up," and then both of you can take a drunkenness con save at DC 8 for your first.
I'll raise my glass and I'll say, "Cheers, darlings," and then bottoms up.
Nice.
With a 16 for the first round.
Okay, you're good.
Got it. 1 second.
Yep. Okay. And were you, because Oogd and Ob are just following you around and don't speak common, were you planning on having them participate in this as well?
I think they're just kind of sitting by and watching.
Okay.
I kind of turn to them and speak in Goblin, like, "Hey, if you guys want to hang out, you can. Just, oh wait, shit, never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah, you probably
Scratch
don't
that.
even know who they are.
No, yeah.
I mean, unless you want to work that in somehow. Like maybe they're your kids
No,
or
I won't
something.
do that.
Okay.
I completely forgot.
So in that case, there's just randomly like 2 goblins that keep following you around and seem to worship you.
No, yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind it. It's all fun to me.
Excellent. All right. That's the first round. So everybody's fine. Next up. So now it would be, you've had a drink, so now it would be DC 10 instead of 8.
All right. Bottoms up, darling. 17.
Nice.
Woo. I haven't had mead like this since the Shire.
Why won't it let me put a number in there? There we go.
It is simply delicious.
Okay. Nice. So you're both good. All right. Next round. 12.
19.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit.
You guys are doing really good.
Okay, still survived. Skin of my teeth, though.
This is
Kinda-
oddly
oh, yeah.
feeling like Lord of the Rings. Because we got the
It does.
like the mysterious ranger. The elf somehow isn't getting drunk.
Nice.
I burp. Oh, that one almost got me.
Awesome. So far they're so far everybody at the table is looking good. Because I'll be tracking like how drunk they're getting to, because like kind of how, because of the way that it works with the exhaustion level, it like you can get a bit drunk and still be playing before actually like dying. But so far everybody's good. Next one would be 16. Or did you do 14? No, we haven't done 14. So 14's next.
Ooh, I will use my
Ooh, fun.
lucky trait.
Oh, wait.
and try
Oh,
and
nice.
reroll this one. Come
I
on,
have to
baby.
reroll.
Okay.
Yes, 18.
Nice. Oh, both pass. Okay.
Skin of my teeth, I'm losing that luck.
Awesome.
After I finish this one, like I'll kind of like lean forward a bit, like looking like I'm about to retch, and then just like let out like a decently loud
Oh,
burp.
just like a mass burp. Awesome. I'm just gonna grab the conditions here for exhaustion as well.
Six death.
Yep.
Just
What a way to go.
All right. That was 14. Okay, 16.
Once more for the money, my little green friend. Bottoms up. Oh no, 14.
Okay.
Green, what are you talking about?
Anything you can do about it?
I'll try and burn one more Lux
Oh,
point
okay.
here, see if it works.
Nope.
Nope.
Alright.
No, this one, I'm gonna feel it this time.
So you now have disadvantage on ability checks, but so does the elf guy. So you, like the two elves at the table, are starting to get a bit drunk. But the the direwolf, giant, and goblin are still doing good. Next is 18.
I'll lean into
Actually,
R6 and I'll say, I think mistakes might have been made, darling.
yeah.
And then I'll look at him like one more time and say, you know, I just now realized you're very short.
Looking at
Aye,
Arzex.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it's the halfling in me.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
shit!
Nat 20. Let's do this.
I don't know if you've all been paying attention, but Arzex is legendary good at drinking.
Oh,
He
no,
he
that's
always
a
is,
7.
isn't he?
Yeah, that's
This is
like
the first time he's drank everyone under the table.
all right. So you're now at level 2.
My speed is halved.
Yeah, this elf guy's also at level 2, and
Haven't been able to knock a few like this in ages. It's beautiful.
the giant is now at starting to get a little bit tipsy, level 1. The dog seems fine though.
I'll look around the table and be like, you don't know me. I can keep going. None
Sure.
of you know me.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
like
and,
I'll
so,
kind of like whisper to myself, I don't know me.
so like essentially, like they're not gonna let you die, so you can dip out at any time. Because these aren't gonna, like, if you read the hangover check, that's like you'll have to do a rest to get undrunk at all, and then you may still have a hangover the next day. So you can dip out at any time, but if as soon as you hit 5, your speed reduced to 0, you're just gonna pass out under the table. No one's gonna reach 6 and die. So just FYI, like 5,
For sure.
you're out of the game, but you are allowed to manually dip out at any time.
All right. What do you think my short little surprisingly handsome green friend? We
My
doing
ears
another one?
pricked that handsome. Oh, yes, I think so.
Yeah,
Oh, God, I don't know what got me in this situation, but I love it.
you literally are like, it's like you're drinking water. You and the dog are just looking at each other like, what is wrong with the rest of these? And even the giant is like starting to sway. And not like half a
I-
giant Goliath, a literal giant.
Yeah.
The two elves are halfway off their chairs.
I look at the dire wolf. Oh, you're a strong bitch. Wait, is that offensive to you?
I
Hope
mean,
not.
it's fine. It's true. And I can be. But I guess we're cool, you know? But like, if. And the dog will just like point at like one of the like what seems like sport jocks having having a bachelor party. If they came and said it without having a drink, not cool. You get me?
I get ya. Oh, this is beautiful.
All right. You up for another?
Oh, I'm up for another.
DC 20.
In for a couple. In for a platinum. And I'll reach forward for my glass, like brush it with my fingers, because clearly my depth perception is fucked at this point.
You can't even like
And then
like
grab
you're
it.
trying to reach it and it just keeps slipping.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
What is giving you advantage, or are you just hitting it twice?
I'm just hitting it twice because
Oh,
my
okay.
ability checks are at disadvantage right now.
Oh, you have disadvantage, right? This is a save though.
Oh, okay.
So now that you're at level 3, you have disadvantage on saves, but yeah, ability it's a con save, not an ability check. But now you do.
Okay.
You and this elf. The giant
Arwa's just getting shit faced.
giant's starting to get a little bit more, and even the dire wolf's like starting to feel
I
it a
got
little
one
bit.
too.
Did you? Oh, this is
Yep,
gonna
13.
be sweet.
Oh, you know, they say talk shit, get hit. What happened to me?
And at this point, the elf's just kind of like gonna look at you and be like, "I think we're at the point we need to stop you and just call this thing off."
Hey, I think.
Hello.
Oh, if
Oh,
that's
sweet.
what you want.
I'll turn to the other elf and I'll say,
Okay. So drinks
I
get
think we're done.
passed around, and I guess it's whether you want to drink or not. The other finale is gonna wait to see what you do, because he's willing to like just both dip out and the bet's off between you two. But if you are gonna drink again, so is he.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna raise my cup like I'm going to take another one, and it falls out of my hands and just hits me square in the face. And like, since I'm so drunk, I'm gonna reel backwards and fall out of my chair.
Excellent. So like you're saying you're out though, right?
Oh, yeah, that's out.
Okay, perfect. So he'll like kind of like laugh, and he'll push his mug back and be like, "I'm out too." And then he'll like kind of like pick you up, and if you want, you guys can go and like just like chill over here or something. He'll just kind of like try and like, you guys are fine. You're just hammed, right?
And as I'm walking away with him, I'll whisper in his ear, "I- You'll never believe this. Those boots are bullshit."
He just like he'll just laugh. Like, he was very serious up until this point, but at this point he's just gonna like tilt his head back and just laugh. All right. So the three that are left, the giant Arzex and Zaxus. And it's 22 now.
I thought we still doing this.
Yeah, they are both in.
Huh?
Still, for sure.
When in Rome.
Huh, you pass.
Oh God.
You fucking little menace, dude. I love you.
Yeah, and so the giant is now like hammed, gonna have disadvantage from this point on these saves. And you're now doing better than Zaxxas, but not by much. And Zaxxas is looking at you now with like it went from being fun to like wide-eyed, like you could fit in the giant's calf, or not calf, shin, and even the direwolf like is huge to you, and it's just looking at you with incredul, like how is this even possible? Like you've probably consumed enough alcohol now to replace the entirety of the water content of your body, and yet you're barely tipsy.
He just built different.
Yeah,
My
like
poor little
literally.
goblin livers. So
Like
fucked
yeah,
after this, so.
I'm wondering if like they like goblins metabolize alcohol differently or something, like mosquitoes.
Little known fact: goblins actually have 3 livers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, you still in? They're both still in. The giants
I'm
like,
still in if they're still in.
oh hell yeah. All right. 24 now. So
Oh,
a
God.
19 or a 20, I think you need. Ooh,
Oh
okay.
shit.
Okay. So the giant has disadvantage. Oh yeah, he's on for sure. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do that. Okay. And the wolfy guy, it's like the wolf is like, I'm not. This can't be happening. What the hell is happening? And they're willing to go one more with you.
Oh, but of course.
Okay,
I
26.
like how he's.
I don't think you can even pass this on a nat 20.
I like to think the more he drinks, the more Irish he starts sounding.
Oh yeah,
No,
it's
yeah.
Just a
like
natural
it's
accent that comes out.
anyone not sitting at this table cannot understand a fucking word that's being said. It's incredibly loud, but whether there's actual words in there is, who knows. Have you?
Here
Did
we
you?
go.
Yeah. If you get a nat 20,
Where's
that
the
would be
money?
amazing. Oh, not quite.
Ah.
So you're now at level 2, but
Actually, I think I would be at level 3 since I failed the last one too.
did you? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So at that, the giant like drinks the last one, and then he's like, I pee, and he goes to stand up, but he forgets that he only has one leg, and just like, so he like stands straight up in his chair and then just falls straight sideways and passes the fuck out, and the whole purple worm, the entire bar, just like, it's like an earthquake, like boo, as the entire place just shakes, and he's now asleep.
Ah, poor sod.
And
How
then
are you doing? I look at the dire wolf.
yeah, who's now at level 4?
Oh God.
Oops, that's the wrong symbol. He just like looks at the giant, looks at you, looks at the beer in front of him, and makes like that whimpering sound, like as he like contemplates having one more drink with you. And then what is it? And then he kind of, or I guess she like looks at the drink, looks at the bone, looks at the drink, looks at the bone, and then just kind of like slumps forward on the table, and with both paws like pushes the bone across the table to you. And then just like, and she's still like technically awake, but it's just kind of like like chin on the table, just kind of like staring into like I think you would guess she's got the spins.
Oh,
And
oh, you
you
poor
win.
lass.
Say you win a bone, and I believe. Oh yeah, so the giants are asleep. Is asleep,
Mhm.
but Zaxis, as she like pushes the bone over, and you kind of like can hear her kind of like whispering something, almost saying something really quiet. Um, so if you like leaned in, you could kind of hear what she's saying just before, like kind of being completely dazed, and she'll like say, "We promised you a secret," and she kind of like gestures towards the two tieflings back here,
Mhm.
the twins, and they'll say, "Ah, those girls, they have a voracious appetite and enjoy the most exotic food at the buffet. And I understand correctly, the whole point of them being on here on this worm is to come to this place in order to sample some of the local wildlife, if you get my meaning." And then she'll like wink at you.
I kind of wink back. Oh, well, actually, that's disturbing. I don't know why I winked back. That's terrifying, actually.
And then yeah, then it should probably fall asleep, and it's like she's having one of those running dreams. She just like keeps twitching.
Oh, I have no idea what the hell's going on. You know, I might just add insult to injury. I might have one last thing to drink before I leave the table.
Okay, that's gonna be a DC 28.
Oh shit! And I have disadvantage.
No,
Arzik, you're a
you're
fucking legend.
even, right? Because you have
Oh, I'm even?
advantage. You have advantage,
Okay.
but then level 3 exhaustion gives you disadvantage, so you're even. But also, it doesn't matter
Let's
because I'm
go.
at okay.
Yep.
Level 4.
Oh, pride comes before the fall. I imagine I kind of lump over and kind of sway over to Aura.
Yeah,
Hey, lass.
and like as you get over there, you can see like these two elves are just like having like the best time together. It's like there's a bubble around them, and they're the only two people who exist, and everything outside of that bubble is inconsequential for these moments. You could like wave your hands
And
in
then
your
here
front
I
of their
come to
face,
drop it.
and well, I don't think they would even notice.
Okay, I don't notice that they don't notice, and I tell Aura, "Oh, I'm gonna go talk to the tieflings, maybe." Like my accent dripping from Irish to Scottish to
Yeah,
something else,
and you like
something cannibals.
you're literally like the moment before you would literally black out.
Oh, they're living their teen romance novel. I'm gonna leave them be,
Excellent.
and then I'm gonna go over to the tieflings.
Can you do a perception with disadvantage?
Oh, of course.
Excellent. Well, yeah, I guess it has to be disadvantage. But yeah, do a perception.
No, yeah, it would be double disadvantage.
That's not a thing,
Perception. Oh, but it would be so
Oh
hilarious.
my
Oh
god.
shit!
Kate, as you like turn around and walk back, Ob is staring at Aurora and Finale, and is like fucking raging mad.
Oh shit! Uh, I'm gonna walk up to them. Can't speak Goblin anymore, so I kind of just say, "Oi, if the lass is happy with him, you have to kind of just let it be water under the bridge. There are other people out there. You're a handsome man. You'll find someone."
What are you doing with your hands while you're saying this?
I imagine I'm kind of leaning on my staff and kind of like flailing my arm, not flailing my arms, but kind of just like, moving them around. They're very emotive.
And like you're pointing towards
Oh
Finale.
yeah,
Okay, because
yeah. I'm pointing towards Aura as I say this, and I know they don't,
they
understand.
they have no idea what you're saying because you're speaking in common. Excellent.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Before I end, my turn and we go back, I give him a pat on the shoulder, and I'm like, you're a good lad. Anyone would love to be with you. You're a handsome one, very very handsome.
And
Fuck,
then
do we have any water?
yeah, yeah. Then they have no idea what the fuck you're talking
Yeah, and I kind of saunter off
about. Towards the tieflings.
towards the tieflings.
Excellent. Okay. So Hausch and Xavier, I believe you two were heading over to the bar to get chocolate milk, and I'm aware that you're here, Isaac, but I'm waiting for a specific thing.
Oh, good.
Okay,
I'm eating, so it's perfect.
perfect. Hausch and Trent? Or Hausch and
Yeah,
Xavier?
I'm here.
Oh,
Okay.
is Xavier the brother that Trent was talking about last time?
Maybe. So far we
Nice.
know, I guess Hausch knows stuff, but yeah. You're, yeah.
I'm not even here.
Well, yeah, like it's gonna be weird to explain it. Like I'll explain something, and you'll understand why later. Your character knows what's happening right now, but your player doesn't because it'll be funnier that way.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So Isaac doesn't know, but Patch knows what's happening. But I think it'll be
Isn't it
funnier
usually the other way
if
around?
Isaac doesn't know. Yeah. So as
I
you
love
guys
it.
kind of like push your way up to the bar here, you can hear these guys talking about this box, and they're talking about this great game that all humans play called Carrot in a Box. And they keep laughing and going on, and the two here keep like trying to challenge either Brahm and Tristan to play, but they're like, no, you guys play. And then you get up to the bar there, and like, are we going with Hausch that like you've been here before kind of thing?
I assume so.
Okay. I wasn't sure how you wanted to play it, like if you knew about the bus or if it was a new thing since you'd left. But the way it's been going so far, it seemed like you like because you have the obviously you knew they had a Purple Worm party bus, but I didn't know if it was something like you grew up with the whole time or whatever. But if you're familiar with it from like your childhood, then in that case you would know that Orpip, Zalbus, Yetix, Davgim, which are all first names, is halfling cook, and so you have to kind of like look over and down the bar to see him, and that's kind of So you just kind of like you order stuff, and then it like appears on the counter.
Yeah, I'll just call down to him. 2 yak milk, please.
And then you'll hear him. Hausch, is that Hausch?
Yeah.
Oh my God, boy, you're back. That's so awesome. Yes, coming right up, and you can see like, so whenever he's talking, you basically can only ever see from like his elbows up. So it's like two disembodied hands in a way. Like there's clearly a full person there, but you just can't see them. and and every time he's talking, he's like gesturing wildly with his hands. But while he's doing that, he's also like serving everything, and it seems very clumsy. It's almost like everything's just being like thrown around, and yet everything is always kind of caught. It's almost like he's like constantly juggling. Like you'll see like the milk thing come up, it'll almost spill, but then the cup will be there in time, and the hands are like kind of like moving so quick and back and forth and gesturing. So he's talking with his hands while also making dinner, and everything seems like it's in a constant state of about to become a massive disaster, and yet everything is just perfect right at the exact moment it needs to be.
Yeah.
And at the end of that, there's 2 yak milks on the counter in front of the two of you.
And was this the guy I talked to about turtle cakes too?
Turtle cakes. Oh yeah, yeah. And you'll hear some more. There's like a bang and some scuffling, and then all of a sudden there's a tray of turtle cakes between you.
Oh, sweet.
You probably see like 3 or 4 like fly in the air and then just like barely get caught at the last moment, but then they're like plated perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah. Eat up, eat and drink up, there, new friend. What was your name again?
Oh, it's Xavier. Xavier Slater.
Xavier. Cool.
Awesome. And he'll say, "Housh, housh. I made
Yeah,
a cake.
I'll lean in.
I made a cake.
Oh, it's a good-looking cake.
Are you excited? There's a surprise in it. It's for the bachelor party."
Absolutely. What kind of surprise?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, I bet it's like got different flavor layers or something like that, right?
Oh, you know it. Don't give away. Don't tell everyone. It's gonna be.
I-
You've had my cakes before, but
Yeah,
the rest
I
of these
won't tell
guys
anyone
haven't.
the surprise.
Yeah. Thanks. Awesome. It's got all your favorite flavors.
Nice.
All right. Did you guys want to like you guys can continue now if you like to do whatever your next thing would be, the two of you, or you can do it separately before we go to patch.
So, did you want to try and get in on a game of Carrot Box?
Sure. We could give that a try. Or if they're busy, I think there was some other games and things going on.
If you want to
Not
get on
confusing.
Carrot Box, they would be more than happy to have you.
Okay, sure.
All right. So you guys kind of like walk up. What's Carrot Box? And Falk and Rolf. So this is Falk and this is Rolf. Oh, these guys never played Carrot Box. Check this. This is gonna be great, you guys. It's gonna be great. So they'll explain to you. So essentially, there's a box here, and there may or may not be a carrot in the box. One of the two of you is going to look in the box, and the other one has to figure out whether they think there's a carrot in it or not. And you'll have like I think it's a minute. I'll find my timer. So both roll a d20, and whoever's highest gets to look in the box, and the other person will guess. So the idea at the end is that you end up with like you want to have you'll see. We can play a couple rounds. It'll make sense in a second. It's very simple. But I just got to
Such an
grab
awesome game.
a timer. Do you know I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it correctly, so just bear with me. I just need a timer for my phone.
It was legendary watching those two like English guys play it. Like, it
Yeah.
was fucking hilarious.
Isn't there supposed to be 2 boxes?
No, I think
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get the one.
No,
Oh, yeah,
no.
you each have a box.
Yeah, you each have a box, but only one person looks in it, right?
Yeah, and then the person who didn't look can switch the boxes.
Yes. Yes. Okay, perfect. So who got higher there? Xavier.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you each have a box, and then I'm gonna roll. How do I roll? Like just to me? GM
Hey,
roll?
whisper DM to yourself? A DM roll or something?
Let's find
/
out.
GR.
GR. Perfect. No one saw that? Okay, so I know
Nope.
which.
I didn't say that 7.
Right. Perfect. I could not agree more. I know where the carrot is, and how should you? You're the one looking, or is it no? Xavier's looking.
Yeah.
Okay, so Xavier, I'm going to message. I'll Discord you.
So I'm looking in my box, right?
Yep. And then,
Yeah.
do you know what the time? Like how much time it is? Is it a minute? I think it's a minute, right?
I'm not there.
Let's go with a
Minute
minute.
sounds good to me.
Yeah, I feel like if it's on TV, a minute is like the most they would do.
Yeah.
I'll just say when there's like 10 seconds left or whatever. So you guys both know what you're doing, right? You're good to go?
Yep.
Okay. And all right. So as soon as I send it to you, Trent, I'll start the timer, okay? Well,
Okay.
you can say start or whatever, and then I'll hit the start. Okay.
Start.
Okay.
So was there a carrot in the box?
I can't tell you that.
Just a yes or a no would be fine.
Let's see. Yes, or it's a no.
So you're saying I should switch the boxes?
If I were you, I would be trying to decide if I should switch the boxes or not.
All right, I'm gonna switch the boxes.
Okay. 5 seconds. Oop. All right. So now you open the box. Is that right, Hausch?
I believe so. Yeah.
There's no carrot in it.
Damn it.
And
No.
the whole group just like cheers, ah, and they all like, you got him, boy, to Xavier. Again. They would play this game forever. These are very simple people.
You want one more?
Yeah, I'm down for another.
Okay.
All right.
So we
Right.
switch this time?
Oh, sure.
I mean, if you want to roll, it's up to you guys. But I figured we'd probably switch just to make it even or whatever. I don't know. It's up to you. You want to roll?
Maybe roll so it's random.
Okay.
Oh, no way.
Roll again? I don't know. Okay. All right. I'm messaging you, Trent. And start.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Oh. Okay, 1 second. Where do you put it? Detect thoughts.
I sent it
Okay.
directly to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pause the timer. This is an interesting one. Cause, okay, like I know how I'd normally do it, but I think I need to. Okay, Trent, can you come to the other chat for a second?
Sure.
And yeah, if he needs a wisdom save, it's 16 DC.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, there's an other reason. So, are you like what are you thinking about? Like, are you actively thinking about this game, or are you like trying to?
Probably. I'm probably thinking how. I'm probably thinking about keeping the box and whether my god can let me keep the box.
Okay. Let me see. Uh, uh, okay. All right. Let's go back. Okay. Um. House. Now, can you come to the other one?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
So, like, it's super obvious there's a carrot in the box. He doesn't have to make a wisdom save. Or, yeah. You don't have to probe deeper. So, not only does he not have to make the save, he's not aware that you're even doing anything. And there's
Okay.
obviously a carrot in the box. What he's thinking, like, so there's a carrot in his box, but on his mind is the fact that so he's like really into like his god and thinks that like everything happens for like a reason. Like he's very like kind of like white girl horoscope, like The Secret or crystals, like the way that Xavier kind of like thinks about things is that they're all part of like a grand plan, and that every single thing that happens in his entire life is guided by the hand of his god. So he believes he has like a fate level of luck, almost like that chick from the whatever. And it doesn't matter what happens, he believes that there's a reason behind that, and that it's intentional. And even if he doesn't understand it, that it always kind of works out for him. And like you kind of pick up that like you're not sure if it's just like blind belief or experience, but he like it seems like he might be like right in a way, like at least from his perspective everything does seem to work out the way that he thinks.
Mhm.
Not like he's channeling it so much as just like there's a like the reason he's even in this bar is to meet you guys, because that was his way to find Monroe. So even though it's random happenstance, it did happen. Right? Like
Okay, yeah,
he's
but
halfway to going to ask a question or route where he might find Monroe, and yet here are his traveling companions who know exactly where they are. So not only does this kind of like horoscopy like luck. That kind of drives his belief systems, but also it seems to be true as far as he's concerned.
Yeah.
There's many like examples. Now you could get deeper into that, but that would require like the wisdom, like to go deeper than the carrot and just like him being like, oh, I wonder if my god's gonna make this game work out for me. You would have to do the additional probe, at which point he would know you're probing and have to do the wisdom save.
Yeah, I'll stick with this surface level. There's definitely a carrot in his box, though, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right. All right.
All right. I'm gonna keep my box.
Okay.
There's still 30 seconds, but you can just stare at each other in silence if you
I'll
like.
let them pass. Yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go. Awesome. So
I'll open up my box.
there's no carrot in it.
No carrot.
And yeah, perfect.
Were you expecting a carrot?
Is you asking me as Xavier or as Trent?
That's Trent more.
No, I was not.
Oh, interesting. Oh, it was a good game. Perhaps
It
we should
was.
let someone else try this.
Yeah, we'll have to try again before the night's over. I will get you.
I don't know. I'm not usually one to get got.
And the bachelor party's like, wow, you're super good at this. It's amazing. 2 in a row. Whoa, that's awesome. And the old man, this guy here, the leaf guy, will kind of like cock an eyebrow at you.
He'll what?
Like cock an eyebrow at you.
Oh, yeah. And I'll just give like a little bit of a shrug.
Yeah, he'll just kind of shrug back, meh, and maybe a little nod.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I'm make my way over to my father with my turtle cake and my yak milk.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Who's like way back at the entrance? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
And when you meet him, he's gonna kind of like be like, "Oh, yeah, please. There's something he's like really kind of awkward because you guys kind of like never really saw eye to eye a bit. Like your mom, you know, she loves you no matter who you are, whereas like you and your dad are so polar opposite and it's always been kind of like a point of contention between you. You know, like it almost like a Chinese kid not becoming a doctor. You know.
Yeah.
But he'll be like kind of like nervously like, look, I just wanted to like take you to the side and have a discussion with you, you know, man to man, and then so you guys will kind of just like head off to like a corner.
Cool.
Okay, so Isaac. Are you
On.
Hello. Okay, so
Hello.
for reasons you do not yet understand, but will make perfect sense for your character and to you down the road, you have none of your gear. You are wearing nothing but what are they called? A banana
Loincloth?
hammock.
Oh,
You're in the dark, and you seem to be surrounded by kind of like soft, wet substance.
did I get swallowed?
Well, technically, yes. But like Patch knows what's happening. I just want Isaac to contemplate the state of his current situation for a while. And kind of like as you're thinking about this, like you're almost like you're curled up in a ball, like you're in a small area, and you're wearing nothing but a banana hammock. It's wet and soft, and it's like all around you, very almost like suffocating. And then suddenly, like, you're kind of like on a platform almost, like and it feels like you're being moved.
Did I get sold?
All right, let's let him think about that for a bit. Or actually, Xavier, what did you want to do next before we go back to the others? It's been pointed
yeah,
out
sure.
to you who Hausch's companions are. Right now, Arzex is clearly drunk. Well, whoever this goblin guy is, I don't know if he told you their names, but is very
I don't
drunk,
think he did. No.
heading towards these tieflings. And then you've got you can see the druid and an ancient old elf guy over here, deep in conversation, clearly like in the world of their own. This table has both a sleeping giant and now a sleeping direwolf under/on it. There's a very angry goblin right here, and another goblin that seems to be trying to calm him down. But you don't have to interact with any of them either. Like I don't know if Hausch would have pointed out Thok, but Thok is also here. He's on stage, like leading the band.
Yeah. I think I'd like casually make my way towards the goblin and the just to see if I can strike up a conversation, or if he got talking privately with the tieflings. Maybe I'd go by and try Aurora instead. Just kind of see
Perfect.
what happens when I kind of mosey by.
Yeah, sure. So you're kind of walking by. So Arzex, what are you doing with these tieflings?
I kind of walk over to them, kind of stumbling, trying to use my my staff as a walking stick almost.
Mm-hmm.
And I go up to them. Hello, lasses. I heard.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'll wait till you're done.
I heard you're sampling the local cuisine. Secrets. Giants. You're
And
both very cute.
Yeah, they'll both turn and look like right at you, and they're both like super hot, and they have big grins on their faces, and they look down at you and they're like, "Oh, you're exactly what we're looking for. You're perfect. Look at your little crown." And one of them tries to grab your Goblin King crown. Not like aggressively.
I don't know what that is,
but just tries to like take it and put it on their own head. Okay.
I don't know why I came to talk to you, actually.
So, you're not gonna stop them though.
So they have chosen
no.
death.
Okay, so
yeah.
they like invite you.
Gonna come in.
They invite you to sit between them. And they're both like.
I've seen this image before. I can't place it where.
They're kind of like cooing over you, and they're complimenting you, and now so their names are Darxes and Eridani. So Darxes here, long blonde hair, golden eyes, 3 piercings on her nose, and an extra thumb on her left hand. They're not in armor like this either. They're wearing like lingerie basically. And then Aradani is cropped, wavy brown hair, blue eyes, a soft, I don't know why it says slightly, but cute face, and there's a small tattoo of a longbow on her left cheek, and they kind of like both like leaning right into you, like you're like on either side of your head, you're probably an inch or less from cleavage, and like epic cleavage, and they're just like pulling at your clothes and like, oh, you're so cute, and playing with your ears. And one where when Darksis takes the crown and puts it on her head, you kind of like look past, and Ooged Ob right now is still just staring at Aurora and Finale in like overwhelming amounts of anger. But Ooged is just kind of like looks at you and does that like disappointed like shaking of his head, like squinted eyes. And like, have you seen Happy Gilmore? You know when he like pushes the guy out the window or whatever, and that, you know how there's that guy who just like always looks at him and shakes his head? That's what Oog's doing to you, Arzex.
I imagine I feel a great disappointment, but I can't place as to why.
Yep, Ooged is supremely disappointed in you, but you're also surrounded by the best possible example of a female form as far as you're concerned. And it's essentially doubled, and in slightly different varieties. And even though you've been told that they're sisters, they don't seem to be bothered by each other's presence concerning their obsession with you.
They weren't kidding when they said everything goes down here, eh?
Oh, everything. We have a room.
I imagine the red flags are popping off in my mind, but like,
You're very drunk. You can make a
I am
intelligence
very
save
drunk.
or a wisdom save at
When I'm,
disadvantage.
when I'm walking by this, can I roll an insight just to
Yeah, absolutely.
get a gauge on what's
Do
happening?
you you're a paladin, right?
Yeah, multi-class paladin, but yeah, I got a few levels paladin. Yeah.
Does something is there something paladins have about like fiends?
Yeah, that would be under if I had used my yeah, if I'd used my if I'd used my divine sense
kind of,
being in
yeah.
here.
Oh, it would just tell you that what they are.
Yeah.
Where
okay.
and what they are, yeah.
And where, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, that doesn't really apply, but yeah, you can definitely make an insight.
I got 13.
So they're 100% like interested in Arzex, and it doesn't. It's predatory but not malicious.
Okay.
Arzex is like, I guess the sense you would get is that he's about to become a double-headed dildo.
Oh, okay.
I have 3 arms.
I'd kind of let that go, and like seems like his decision to make. I might just mention it to someone else when I get a chance.
Okay.
When they completely disappear, I'll mention it to one of the rest of the party because I don't want to interrupt him.
Yeah. Awesome.
It's one of those like your friend's about to take off with these people, but
well,
he seems okay with it. But I want you to be aware of it.
Yeah. And like they did say to you, Isaac's like they have a room in the worm, so it's not like
well, exactly.
they're not gonna be removing you from this place, but you know, behind closed doors.
I mean, I could use a nap. And hold that.
So, I guess do you want to go with them?
You know, he's drunk as shit, so he's going against better judgment. Yeah, he will.
Do you want, like, are you at the point now where you are like, do you want to continue like like they'd be down to like hang out all night and flirt and um like you don't have to go there now. The invitation is open for later as well. So if you still wanted to like do the rest
No,
of
yeah,
this stuff and
I'll
stay.
take the open invitation, and I'm like, I have stuff to talk about with friends.
Wait, even
Oh,
like you
wait,
could just hang
wait.
out with them for the rest of the night. I'm just saying you don't
No.
have to go to their room right now. But if you indicate that you're interested, they will basically like you'll have your own like pair of incredibly hot cougar-esque bimbos for the rest of the night just hanging off of you.
It feels weird, but it feels right.
All right.
No, yeah. But yeah, I'll be like, I have to tell my friends. It went from Irish to Scottish to almost Russian. Meat, and then I kind of plop my head down on the thing,
And
like
they're
on the
stroking
table,
it.
like.
They'll probably get you like an orange juice or water. They don't, because they understand what
Oh,
whiskey
that'd be
dick
nice.
is. So they're gonna try and
Oh, I
essentially
thought you were gonna eat me.
over this. Well, we're hoping you're gonna eat us.
I don't get it, but it's beautiful.
Excellent. You know what's hilarious is like based on the drug you have and ending up in this situation. Like, can you imagine like that mindset? Like no one else really understands, but like holy fuck,
No,
hey,
yeah.
that's fucking nuts.
Roles reversed. This would be very fucked up.
It's crazy that like you're basically living like a dream. It's like
Oh,
you're
it's got a
having like
dick on titanium.
a crazy like the craziest dream of your life, but it's so realistic. That's fucking weird, man, to think about.
Arzix is gonna be either so pissed or so happy when he comes back.
Awesome. So yeah, Xavier, they he seems fine. But yeah, like you could tell whoever, whatever. So
Yeah, I might just
th-
sorry to interrupt. I just say to Aurora, um, your goblin friend seems fine. I just wanted you to be aware he.
she'll just like look at you, kind of drunk, I guess.
I was
Oh
like,
no,
I don't know if you.
sorry, this is
I don't know
Orwa.
if you're Aurora.
Yeah, sorry.
Aurora.
Yeah, yeah.
Just wanted you to be aware that the situation he's in. He seems quite
Oh?
inebriated, but I don't know him well enough to stop him. So I figured he's better just to tell you about it.
I'll look over like towards like R6's direction, like with the two like clearly hot tieflings. And I'll say, oh dear.
Excellent.
I don't think he understands what he's about to get himself into.
Remember, you've never met Xavier, so when you see this guy, you probably like you can do a perception, and you have disadvantage.
I was gonna say I am hammered. I'm
Yeah.
just assuming I knew the person.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah. You might think you're probably. My guess is you think that it's Monroe, and you're too drunk to realize that he should be in Neverwinter. Ah,
Yeah, that would be a 12.
well, 12's let's say like it's because you're well, it's still a 12 though, like even with deception, because you got like you're just good at perception. That's just how it is. So like you're drunk, you're distracted by finale, and um and yet it's odd to you that Monroe would be here. It's not even so much that it's like he should be in Neverwinter. It's like Monroe, you're handsome and taller and fitter and like what the heck? It's kind of weird. It's almost like Monroe got an upgrade and then suddenly appeared in front of you. You can play that however you want, but I think you have enough
Really
to kind
shitting on Monroe this episode.
Well, it's not me shitting on. I'm not trying. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying
No,
to.
I know.
We're building up Xavier as like the favorite kind of like son, older brother. I think. I think that's right, isn't it, Mon or Trent?
Yeah,
If you want to extrapolate better,
No, I think that's close enough. That makes sense.
like Monroe was like the second born. Xavier's
yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, this is the older. Yeah, the older one who did things they were supposed to do.
Yeah, he's like the golden child. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally and metaphorically.
Gods above, Monroe. You, you, you had a globe up.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I'm
exactly
sorry.
perfect amount way to describe it. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I think you're mistaking me for my younger brother.
Monroe's got brothers. I know so little about my friends. Uh, uh, I suppose it's nice to meet you then. I'm drunk, but my name is Arla. Like it's like she's fumbling over her words just to try and speak straight. Yeah, you caught me like at a good bad time.
Oh well, not to worry. It's a bit of a It'll be a probably not till the morning before we get to the destination. We can talk properly when you're feeling more yourself.
Yeah, I mean it's like I'm feeling good. It's just everything's kind of spinning right now.
I'll offer her what one of the turtle cakes I have that the house gave me. Here, these are quite good. It might help.
Nice.
Oh, it looks so cute. I don't know if I want to eat it. It's so cute. I'm gonna eat it. Like she's like cupping it with like both her hands, like just kind of looking at it.
Okay.
And then she'll just scarf it down like with zero dignity.
Excellent. Okay, let's lower your. We're gonna lower your thing by 1, so you'll be at drunkenness 2. I'm gonna lower Arzex down to 3, because these two are kind of trying to nurse him back to existence. And then so at this point, Orpip, Zalbus, Yedix, Davgim, the cook, is gonna say, "It's time for cake!" And the table that the cake is on is gonna kind of like walk its way out to the middle of the room here, and all the
I'll
bachelor
be right
party.
back.
Okay, bachelor party kind of like gathers around, like yeah. I'm just gonna move Carrot in a box over here. The cake! Look how amazing it is! This is the best. And oh yeah, and here's Orpip. There he is. So he's like under the table, kind of like guiding it, and he'll kind of like bring out a stool and stand on it, and like tell the band like shh, like to Tristan and a happy marriage, and we hope you have all the best, and we made this special cake for you, and it's a surprise cake. You're gonna love it. And at this point, Patch, are you here, Isaac?
I had a feeling this was gonna happen.
You
I am
remember
here.
that you are inside of the cake, and earlier today, earlier you were approached by Orpip and offered a large sum of cash to essentially be a stripper for this bachelor party.
Okay, with that in mind, can I use my paladin powers to make a big show as I pop out?
Absolutely. Like, describe that as however you like.
Yeah, maybe the second they either cut the cake, lift off the lid or whatever kind of thing, a bright light pops out, and like as I point out, I like do like one of those flexes where I have like one arm up, the other one down kind of thing. Do a side chest flex kind of thing, just doing all
Oh
over, all in
yeah, you like
a
making your
loincloth
chest
or whatever you say.
dance.
Yeah, exactly. I like start like shaking my legs to like show off my leg muscles kind of thing.
Oh,
Like
awesome.
slick my hair back, all this with the bright lights bouncing around.
Oh yeah. There's a light show, and the whole like bachelor party is like crowding around, and they're like, "Woo! Oh my god, it's so awesome!" And they're like picking cake off of your legs, and like you're like covered in cake, and they're just grabbing handfuls off of your
Absolutely. Like
in
I'll
almost
stretch one of my
naked
legs to
body.
whoever like wants it kind of thing.
Excellent. And they're putting like ones in your G-string.
I'll like ever so slightly like lift it up just so they can put in that one kind of thing.
Nice. So let's do um I guess performance with advantage, or if performance doesn't like charisma, unless you like either whichever is higher of your charisma or performance with advantage.
I don't have anything to my performance, not but my career they're the same. I'm
Okay.
saying.
Yeah.
So I'll just do it in performance just because looks better.
Oh no.
Damn. Maybe my light show didn't really go as planned.
Maybe. Or did you like slip
I
and
trip out the
fall
box.
off the table and onto the floor?
Yeah, as towards the end, I just slip off. Like oh.
Nice. Yeah. I imagine this isn't
All the gold
something
falls out.
you normally do.
Yeah.
All it really mean like you get so the deal was essentially like you get paid like a flat fee, but then you like get tips. And then the the performance would basically increase like how many tips you get. So you're still gonna get paid. So don't worry.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So the show doesn't go quite as you planned, but you you know
I tried.
you're kind of like awkward a bit, and yeah,
Just getting into the groove. That's all.
excellent. Did you figure it out by the time I brought the cake
Oh
out?
yeah, by the time you
Okay.
soon after, no, not even that. I think a little before I looked at the cake and I was like, what are the chances? Because I saw groom to be as well.
Yeah.
I knew someone was gonna be in the cake, but even when you were describing it, I didn't put it together. It was Isaac's like, oh, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Because you said I was naked too. It was like, what if I was a stripper kind of thing? I was like, nah, Colin wouldn't. And then a little after, once you mentioned the one guy, I was like, oh, that's special cake. I'm like, son of a bitch.
When we talked, you were like, "Oh," because I was like, what would you be doing?" And you're like, "Oh, I'd be trying to make the company money or whatever for House
Yeah.
Inc." So I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." It's like not a. It's because I love about your character is that everything is like against the paladin, a typical paladin, but at the same time, it makes perfect sense given that you're a paladin of the
The
crown and your
context.
crown is House Inc. / Omen drawn. So it actually does make sense. But like from an outside perspective, it seems so ridiculous that a paladin is like gyrating in front of a bachelor party in a thong. Excellent. So I'm gonna whisper you how much money you made.
Nice. Honestly, I'd be fine with 5 silver. Not actually, please don't.
Did you get it? I whispered it in.
Yeah,
Okay. Awesome.
I definitely got it.
Nice. All right. House.
Yo.
So your dad kind of takes you to like his office, and he's like gestures like, "Have a seat, boy." And he's gonna kind of like contemplate a bit and like look at you, and it looks like he like goes to like pour himself a beer, but then kind of like looks up at you and then like puts it to the side, and he's like, look, this is, I'm sure, as difficult for you as it is for me. We've never seen eye to eye, and I know I haven't been the best father or there for you or supported you in the things that you do. And but since you've left, we've heard things. You've made a name for yourself. My understanding is that you're a prominent member of a successful and quickly expanding business. And that whatever this magic stuff that you do, you're good at it. I might, it doesn't interest me. It's not the path I would have chosen for you, but it's the path that you chose, and it doesn't matter. I've come to realize it doesn't matter if it's what I would have chose. What matters is that you put your heart and soul into it, and that you do the best at it, and you are good at it. I've heard from many people, and I just wanted to say, like, I'm sorry I wasn't always there for you, and I'm proud of you. You did good. You're doing good. Me and your mother both love you, and we're very proud of the man that you've become. And I got you something. And he's gonna pull out like a hat box and kind of like push
Is
it
there carrot in
across.
there?
Huh? No, no.
Is there a
And
carrot in there?
he's gonna push it across the table to you.
Well, it means a lot to hear you say that, Dad.
Thanks. And he's just kind of like awkwardly watching you with the box between you.
Yeah, I will. Does it seem magical?
Yeah, if you want to check, you can. Sure, if you want to do like an arcana. The box doesn't, but what do you
The
got?
hat inside does.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
sweet. That one.
you're so like this isn't like your dad's never discussed emotions or anything like that. And even like the act of like putting the alcohol to the side is probably like significant in its own way.
Mhm.
And yeah, you're so distracted by this kind of like tumultuous storm of emotions and events that you have no idea what's in whether this box contains any kind of magic or not.
Yeah, I will open it up and check it out.
Awesome. So as you open the box, and inside, so the design of it can be anything you like, but essentially he has gotten you a green hat of wizardry,
Cool.
which is a pretty cool magic item.
I will. Sorry, I muted myself while I was talking. I'll try it on.
I believe it fits you perfectly, and it can be like
Sweet.
if whether you want it to be classic hat or it can be any hat you want. But it is green. In this it says it's adorned with gold crescents, moons, and stars. But you can whatever design you want. In fact, it probably would even like shift to whatever you need at the time. I'll post. It's a wondrous item. I'll post the thing, but it says you can use the hat as a spellcasting focus, and you can try and cast a cantrip that you don't know. The cantrip must be on the wizard spell list, and you must make a DC 10 Intelligence Arcana check. If the check succeeds, you can cast the spell. If the check fails, so does the spell, and the action used to cast the spell is wasted. In either case, you can't use this property again until you finish a long rest. So once per long rest, you can try and cast a cantrip that you do not know from
That's
the
very
wizard
cool.
spell list, but you just have to do a DC 10 Arcana. And it wouldn't call it, yeah, well, it's a cantrip, but yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he's like, I don't know much about this stuff, but I went and I talked to some merchants, and they said that wizards are interested in this kind of thing, so I got it for you. And he kind of like, he almost has a tear in his eye, but then he kind of like grunts and like kind of like slaps his knees and is like, well, I guess we should get back out there, right? And it's just kind of like
Yeah, hold on. This was a great choice of gift. Thank you so much. And I just want to fill you in on what's been going on with me. There's some pretty serious shit. I may be on the bad side of, I don't like glance around, make sure nobody's near me, and assuming nobody is, I'll lean in and say, Zentarum.
oh, he's gonna his face will kind of darken at that. He's like, oh, there are some bad people. I mean, they pay the right price. We ferried some around, but that's not a crowd you want to get on the bad side of. Like how did that? What kind of trouble are you in?
Well, I stumbled on one of their magic items. I'm pretty sure I gave it back to them, right?
I can't remember. I think didn't yeah, like it got returned for sure, right?
Yeah, like I gave it to Isaac's last character, who gave it back to them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But I've also been contacted by a secret group that I'm not sure who it is. It may be the Harpers, that want to help me in my fight against the Zentarum, because I do believe they need to be stopped.
The Harpers are good people. Known a couple Harpers, helped one out. They've helped me out. When you say they need to be stopped, stopped? Like, from what? Like, you understand the Zentarum are like a huge network. They have their fingers in everything across all of Faerun. Like, is there something specific that they're leading up to? Like trying to take down an organization of that size. So, I mean, if the government and the organizations like the Harpers haven't been able to stop them up to this point, like I don't know if anyone can. They're everywhere.
I plan on cutting down every web of theirs that I find.
That is quite the task you have ahead of you, but I mean, if anyone can do it, it's you. Just be careful out there, hey?
I will be, and maybe don't tell Mom.
Oh, yeah, no. None of this is. Your mom's better off just thinking you're a sweet boy who sits in the library all day. I think we can both agree on that.
Yeah.
But I don't. And he kind of like looks around, and then he's like, that purple worm toy that you used to have. Now, obviously, you know now that can be used to kind of like pacify the worm here, but like you know, me and your mother are peaceful, and we don't dabble in, you know, military kind of stuff. But you know, like if you ever need us, we'll be there. You just hit the button, and we'll get there as fast as we can.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, who wants to go next? I'm like, you guys will go back or whatever.
Yeah.
Should I just pick someone? Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Omega, it's you. You said a word.
Ah, fuck.
You said
Got
a
'em.
word.
All right, what's Omega doing? You're starting
I
to sober
imagine
up.
I'm sobering up a little bit.
No, I think
Yeah.
the real question is, who is Omega doing?
Who isn't he doing?
Ooms.
Not me. I gotta pay. You gotta pay for that, buddy.
I might. How long has it been since the drinking game and since I took the forget me not?
Oh, let's say 1 of 3 hours,
Ah, got it.
or yeah, let's say you're halfway there, 1.5. I don't know. I don't know how.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I imagine I'm like, okay, kind of getting back into it. Something, giants, or was that what it was about? I kind of look down, like, what was the secret that was promised?
Oh, that they promised you
No,
They-
yeah.
to tell you about these 2 girls and their ravenous appetite for exotic creatures.
Oh, I thought it was about giants and whatnot.
No, that was if Aurora beat the giant.
Ah, oops. And then I kind of, wait, fuck it, I'm gonna have fun.
Hell yeah. So there's
What's this thing behind me?
so there's a wizardy looking dude with his nose in a book, very tall and skinny. Everything's covered except like his eyes, and then this is like a large cupboard that has like curtains on the front.
I'm gonna walk up to it, with
With
the tieflings, like,
with your entourage of sexy ladies.
yes, this looks like a game of skill. Maybe. Like, I imagine my head is still like rocking.
Yeah, and he'll like look up and no skill. You just kind of look in the curtain, and everyone reacts differently.
I'm gonna stupidly put my head in then.
Which one? Do you
Oh,
dare
shit.
or no backsies?
They both do different things.
Insight. I don't know. Arcana, religion, history. I don't know. However you want to check this. I'm good with any
Fuck
of
it, I'll do
those.
Arcana.
Okay.
Disadvantage, correct?
Yeah, everything
Yep.
right now because you're at 3. Oh, 14, still pretty good.
14.
What did you ask specifically? Do they do different things? No.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
It's one big magical thing that appears to be a cupboard, but might not be. But you stuck your head in it?
Yeah, I stuck my head in it.
Excellent. Alright, I'm gonna have you roll a D100. I just gotta find the link here. But yeah, you can roll whenever you're ready.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember what I have it written somewhere. What it's called. It is called. This is the thing that Fluke is very scared of, so I'm excited that you're looking in it. And I have no idea what's gonna happen, and it could be ridiculous. Well, you're gonna find out. I just want to remind you that it says "Do you dare" and no backsies.
Oh no, yeah, I read those.
Okay, good. Okay, what is it?
If anything, it makes me more excited.
All right. Excellent.
Ooh, you gotta make it excited.
I know. Oops, I spelt that wrong. There we go. What did you get? 38.
38.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
So when you look inside the curtain, whatever, it's not comprehensible to you what
Mhm.
is behind it, but you feel as though you're staring something in the face. Like, the cupboard isn't a cupboard. The cupboard is someone or something, and you are in direct contact with whatever that thing is, and it's overwhelmingly powerful and supremely evil. And your next your like mind, you remember when you were possessed by the ghost guy and it was like your mind was in a box or whatever?
No, yeah.
Yeah. So in that situation, it was like if you put your entire existence into a box and then you put that box into a house, right? Okay.
Hmm.
And that's kind of like how you felt, like you were box sized within a house. When you stick your head in here, it's like you're box sized within the earth.
Oh shit.
That's kind of like the difference in scale to like powerful consciousness that you're getting from this thing. And it's like there's a moment of like this staring, and then you're like tossed like back out of this cabinet, and like onto the floor, and your brain now is your brain is changed in structure.
Oh shit.
You are more sensitive now to like the emotions of people around you, and more aware of like the situations that you find yourself in. However, you also feel like you're more susceptible to the same. So it's like you've removed the armor around your consciousness in both directions. That makes sense.
Oh.
So from this
Yep.
point on, permanently, you have +2 to your wisdom score.
Oh.
However, all psychic
Oh.
damage you take is doubled.
Oh, damn. Well, shit. The fuck was that? I look at the guy with the book.
He kind of shrugs. I don't know. I never look in there. I'm telling you, everybody reacts differently. I'm just transporting it.
Son of a bitch. I kind of hold my hand to my face, like, oh, I imagine I feel very emotional around everybody now.
It's not even. It's more like you're more aware of their emotions.
So more in tune with them.
Yeah, it's like say you were wearing like a skin suit and you were touching things before. Then you took the suit off. Now you're naked and touching things. So you're less armored against whatever those things you're touching are, but also you can feel them in greater detail as well. So you've like removed a layer of existence between you and other people's consciousnesses that you weren't even aware existed previously.
Damn it, now I get the layer thing from, the onion thing from the post. Shit.
So I sent you the description there, and just so you'll just adjust your character sheet to give yourself +2 wisdom, and then put a note like that you have like fragile mind or something, and that all psychic damage you take is doubled. Which, I mean, that's not a horrible trade-off. 2 wisdom for
No, not at all.
psychic double damage. You have a specific weakness, but +2 wisdom's a really good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my, shit.
Oh, I'm reading some of these other ones. There's some really fucking cool ones. Wow. Huh. Okay. I would also, I'm gonna say this experience probably sobered you up a bit, so we'll put you at a 2 now.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
1 second.
I'm just gonna go down the. I'm gonna use the Discord as the thing. So, we skipped Isaac. So Isaac, what are you up to now? They've been partying around you. They're eating cake. They kind of like you collected your money and you're free to do your thing now.
I feel like no, I want to get to know the groomsman. You know, I want to get to know this guy because, he bought me for a little bit, paid for my time, and wants to see how's everything going with the missus or
Oh.
Mister, beyond who it is.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, so these two are like lap dance, lap dance, lap dance.
For the record, I'm still in the loincloth.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. So these two, Falk and Rolf, are like super party dudes. They're like pulling up a chair, like give him a lap dance. Brahms like, come on guys, it's we've had enough party, and Leaf, the old man, is just like sitting there getting drunk, doesn't give a shit. He's like, whatever, I've seen it all. I'm just here to make sure no one dies. So, I mean, it's kind of up to you. Like, Rolf and Falk are kind of setting it up, like trying to get you to give Tristan a lap dance. So there's like a chair and he'll sit down. Brahms like, I think we're going too far. But I'll let you decide what you do. If you just want to like hang out with them, like Tristan, if that's how's the missus or Mister? Oh yeah, no, we're great. These are all my friends. He's at his own bachelor party. I don't even know how Brahm found this place. Like, I've never even heard of the Wurmple. It's like this bar doesn't exist as far as I could tell. This place is crazy. It's great. Look at all they got their own band, and we can sing and dance, and the people here are crazy. They're like any drugs you want, and everyone here is like has their own story. I've we come from a village of mostly humans. I've never seen such a variety of creatures. This is amazing. He's having Tristan
Yeah.
seems like a genuinely nice dude who's just having a really good time. They're they're all like a bit drunk. Leaf is like drinking, but he's experienced, whereas Brahm is kind of like almost like staying sober on purpose just because he feels like responsible for Tristan's well-being.
If you've never seen it, buddy, you should definitely point over to Arjik's way. It's like, I don't know if you know, but that guy's a huge deal. Like, look at him. Like, he walked in, and those two babes, from what I've heard, or yeah, I obviously didn't see it, right? But from what I was hearing inside the cake, they just kind of latched onto him, won't stand get away from him. So I don't know if
yeah, Falk will kind of talk up like, oh, they're not interested in humans. We talked to them earlier. They have exotic tastes. They kind of like a they they only try things once, and then they're bored. Yeah.
right. But I wasn't I had a feeling they probably had their own unique kink, right? But like, what I was meaning was maybe you should go up for the others who are single or don't care if they are single or not. Just go up to him and ask him how he does it.
Who
I don't know why. I feel
the goblin?
the goblin, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know why. From just looking at him right now, it seems like he's on his A game or even S game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess Falk and Rolf will head over there. The rest of them don't really care, but they're like Falk and Rolf will like, oh hey buddy, what's up, yo Goblin? The naked man who came out of the cake said you're pretty fucking cool, man. You want to like hang out? And Aridani and Darksis are just like rolling eyes, like, oh my god, leave us alone. But they'll like hang off you and like make sure that and Falk and Rolf know that like you're the main attraction and they have no interest in Falk and Rolf. But Falk and Rolf also seem like they just want to like they've been recommended to become your friend, Arzax.
Oh, I do like friends.
Ah. And
You seem like good chaps.
Patch, are you like getting cleaned up? Oh, nice.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, you're just gonna hang out
Yeah,
just
no,
like
I'm
that.
keeping
Okay.
right there.
So
Matter of fact, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna like, are you planning to just kind of like hang out with Tristan and Brahm and Leaf?
Yeah, but if
Okay.
can I do one last thing before we pan
Oh,
over to someone else?
No, yeah, you can do lots more things. I just wanted to get the Rolf Falk. So you can do whatever you want. Keep going.
Beautiful. Yeah. If Tristan the groom, right?
Yes.
That's yeah. I'll like put I'll put each hand on each of the arms of the chair. I'll like ask, okay, now that they're gone, I might as well ask you, do you want the lap dance? I look him straight in the eye.
No.
Just like, "Oh, my baby,
Honestly,
buddy."
I'm really happy to be getting married. He's a great guy. That's not the kind of guy I am. But like maybe just tell them that I got one or something. That'd be awesome.
I'll like kind of like pat him on the cheek. Good man. I'm proud of you for that.
That's awesome. You can have inspiration, Patch. Well,
Oh, lovely.
yeah, that's fantastic. You're being an amazing stripper who burst out of a cake. In fact, I
Thank
might
you.
just hire you in real life.
I mean, hey, if you want to pay for the plane tickets, I'm just a plane ticket away. All I would ask is a single cookie.
Mm. Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah, I like sweets, you know, so perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think I'd probably just kind of spend the night in my loincloth and just kind of chilling with Tristan and the other guys then.
Okay, cool. Um, I think I think Aurora is a good one to go back to right now. But we got so yeah, because I think Trent, you've gone since Aurora.
Yep.
So yeah, random. So Finale is like clearly interested in you, but I don't know if he's like maybe not for like the bedroom. He's just like you're a very intelligent, charming young lady, and it's not about like sex or whatever. It's just you're just like a cool person, and it's been a long time since he met someone that he kind of like connected with. It's more of like a like father daughter kind of thing. Um, that's at least that's what you're getting out of it. But you can kind of swing the conversation however you like, and you're both still a bit drunk, so.
I must ask, since we're having so much fun, I need your opinion on something.
Absolutely.
Have you noticed that very sour-looking goblin in the corner there?
Are you talking about Ob?
Yeah.
Yeah. So normally Ob is green. He is red, and he is just staring right at you guys and almost frothing at the mouth. Yeah. And Finale will kind of look at him and it's just that's very odd. That's kind of making me uncomfortable.
I, I think I'm detecting just a sense of jealousy.
So yeah, is that what that is? I all right. Oh,
Either that or I think he's getting sick.
yeah, jealousy of what?
Uh, I've been flirting with him back and forth a little bit, but I mean, honestly, I was probably going to sleep with him tonight, but jealousy is such a turnoff.
and I at first he's like taken aback, and he like looks between you and the goblin like a couple times, and then he just laughs like this is the funniest thing. Are you serious?
Look, it's like those two tieflings, you know, and the trouble them and Ozix is probably about to get into. It doesn't hurt to try a new thing once in a while, but
I mean, teach their own, I guess. I don't understand it, but you do you.
well, technically I was going to do him, but not anymore.
I, I I don't want to know the details, okay?
Nope, fair point. Sorry, I've been away from other elves for quite a long time.
Yeah, let's try and keep it kosher. If you don't mind. You're making me uncomfortable. I guess yeah. Do you have something like I have a thing, that, but if you want to continue before I interrupt, please.
Well, I was going to ask about our early arrangement, but
Mm-hmm.
first, just as a quick aside, please don't take it personally or anything. But may I ask what happened to your left ear?
Uh, um, it's like awkward, and like his mood changes a lot. Not not like towards you. More like a bad memory.
I'm dreadfully sorry if I brought something up
No,
like
no, it's fine.
that soured you.
I haven't thought about it in a long time. Um, it's kind of the part of the deal with the chess piece. Our a long time ago, our family, my family, one of my relatives, we made mistakes. And this is a punishment for those mistakes. There's a reason you haven't heard about the Fall of Walls in a long time. We're disgraced, and the way he says disgraced is like that's the worst possible thing. Like he would have rather his entire family had been wiped out than have they've been almost like excommunicated from the elven community, which is probably like explains why he's so interested in conversation with you and having such a great time. It's probably been a long time since he's talked to like a traditional elf, because like within the elf community, if they know who he is, like they'll like literally turn around and not talk to him. Like the entirety of their line is disgraced.
And I'm the
For
first elf he talked
yeah.
to in a couple hundred years. I feel worse for him now.
Yeah.
Well,
It's your name, Novus. You're that's the old ways are all but forgotten, and perhaps one day I'll be able to return to elven culture, but even if my disgrace is forgotten by the new clans and I'm welcome back, it will never be forgotten by me. Not until I make it right.
hearing that, I'll put my hands over his, like I'm assuming if we're talking over a table, like not in a
Yeah.
romantic way, but like a supportive
Yeah,
friend kind of way.
absolutely. Yeah.
And I'll tell him, I know how you feel. It's so dreadful to not be able to have anyone to trust or to lean on. But I find in time, if you allow yourself to open up to new types of people, eventually you may never have the family you once had, but you can build a new one.
As you say that, he'll like look over at Strongbreaker and Zaxxas, who are both passed out from drinking both under and on this table, and kind of like sigh, but like there's a small kind of like fatherly grin at the corners of his mouth, and kind of like nod as he looks at them, and like the way he looks at them is like he's looking at a puppy and a 5-year-old, and he just like kind of like looks back to you and then turns his hands over so that you're both like holding each other's hands now, and he's like, I do my best, and I hope such a thing can be found for you as well.
I do have quite the eccentric sort of family nowadays, and I'll kind of turn over to see Arxis like clearly macking on the two tieflings, but I
Yeah.
think having an existential crisis after looking in that room.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is whatever's in that closet cupboard. Like
And I'll
right
say,
now, Arzix is speaking in a half Irish, half Scottish accent. Thinks has multiple times said that he's a halfling. Has two of the hottest tieflings that could possibly ever exist, or that at least anyone in the party has ever seen, hanging off of him and completely obsessed with him. While two like jocks basically are like, bro, we want to be best friends with you. Arzix is having the night of his life.
This is my night.
And what I really think is funny about this conversation between Finale and Aurora is that you're both talking about like all this deep shit and how about elves, and the entire time Xavier Slater is also an elf, is standing right there, just like awkwardly overhearing this entire conversation and being completely ignored.
I think I would. I think I
Mine's a
probably would
very
have. I
different
think I would have.
trigger
I think I would have
group.
walked away about the time they started just kind of talking to each other and been like,
Okay, I
okay.
was,
Yeah, no, I would have definitely not have stood
it's
around
like
for it. I
so
didn't want.
awkward because
Yeah.
you're all like, they're both completely ignoring the fact that you're also an elf.
Yeah. I probably would have been standing there. I probably would have said something to them when they were truly like getting dopey. I'm like, I'm just gonna excuse myself and walk over this way.
Yeah, it's so rare to meet other elves. Excuse me, not now.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Not now, Monroe. We're talking about elves.
That's so good.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's
man.
fucking perfect.
Awesome. Is there more you wanted to talk to Finale about?
Oh, I guess like after like this like little deep moment, I'll take out the chess piece and I'll put it in the palm of his hands.
With like look of surprise. He'll like look up at you. An exchange. He'll like get kind of like serious and look you in the eyes. Are you sure you want to know what you're missing? The memories that you're trying to recover, are you absolutely sure that it's what you want?
Truthfully, I wouldn't be able to spend the rest of my days if I didn't. Please, whatever you do know, please tell me.
And he'll pull out like a some kind of like really supple leather pouch, and inside of it so he opens that up and he pulls out like two pieces of paper that have something between them. And as he's like doing this, he's kind of like, I don't know anything about what happened to you, but there might be a way that you can discover what happened. And he'll kind of like very carefully like flip one of the pieces of paper over, and you can see there's like a leaf between the two pieces of paper. And even though like the paper itself is like aged and like almost like dry to the point of like cracking, like whatever the it could have been 300 years since he's opened this pouch last, let alone when this leaf fell off of whatever tree it happened to come to him. But the leaf itself looks pristine, like it's still on the tree. And he said like this is one of the final remnants of the first tree, the mother tree, the tree of all life. And it is said that if you were to consume this in the location of your lost memories, that you might be able to relive them. Now, it's not known whether that. How do I put this? Reliving your memories is one thing, but this tree gives you the power to manipulate events. Now, you're going to be very tempted to change the past, but you need to know that everything happens for a reason. It's all part of a plan. And no matter how great the temptation is to change things, it's never worth it. And he'll look you like dead in the eyes again, and like and he'll just say like trust me, it's never worth it. And you like notice his missing ear again, and think about his like situation that he's seemingly in. But if you must know, this is the way. And he'll very carefully like put the piece of paper back on and slide the leaf with the pieces of paper around them back into the pouch and tie the pouch up, and then just kind of like leave it on the table and pick up he'll like have the chess piece in his hand, and he'll kind of like inspect it a bit and toss it up in the air and catch it, and and it it's like he's forgotten that the leaf exists, or at least he's ignoring the fact that it exists, and he doesn't want to be responsible for giving it to you, so he's kind of just left it on the table. He's given it up. He's leaving it behind. He no longer requires being the carrier of this burden, and he almost has like a spring in his step. He seems lighter and more colorful, and he kind of like whistles as he stands up and kind of bows. And it has been very nice talking to you, young lady, but I should probably take care of my, as you put it, family. And he'll kind of like giggle to himself, and then he'll put the chess piece in one of his pouches and walk back over the table and try and get Zaxxas and Strongbreaker to wake up, and so he can take them back to their room or whatever.
Just before he goes, I'll say, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. I'll keep your words in mind, and if you ever find yourself near Waterdeep, please feel free to drop by.
Of course.
I'm sure you'd be able to find us just through the name Acquisitions Incorporated.
Of course. There's no need to thank me. I'm not sure that you should be. And not only that, but I believe you've given me more. And I'm not talking about this chess piece. Just their insight and perspective. You've given me more than I could ever give you. Youth is such a wonderful thing.
And I'll say in Elvish just before we part, may the wind guide you forever.
I don't know if there's a return to that statement, then he will say that. He'll say in Elvish, may it bring sweet scents or something. Awesome.
And then I guess I'll go check on Arc 6, or
Okay.
because he's clearly like,
Yeah.
I think he's on cloud 9 right now.
Winning.
Winning.
Trent. Trent, are you available? Oh, he's sleepy. Okay. Fluke, are you around?
Not at the moment. I'll be back in 5 minutes or so.
Okay, all good. I'm wondering if Trent went to sleep. Oh. What was that?
Omega.
Oh, winging.
Yep.
Okay. So maybe we'll just call it because it's 11:30, and so Trent's basically walked back over. Arzex is surrounded by fame and fortune and beauty. Patch is kind of like the star of the bachelor party, making friends with Braum and Tristan, couple cool bros. And we got Xavier. Were you just like gonna? Oh yeah, he's not here. And then House will be back in a minute, but basically he'd probably walk in. But it'd be a good time to like kind of like everyone's kind of like meeting up around Arzex, so maybe like House can come in and just kind of like go meet up with his friends or whatever you want to do. House, and also how did you want to change the picture? Because this is your game, I think, right? So like you have more control than I do. It might be
Oh,
easier for
yeah,
you
yeah,
to
I can do
change.
that.
That would be great if you could do that.
Yeah,
House
no worries.
has another glow up with his sweet. He has like his robe's got all cool looking. Patch, is there anything else anyone wanted to do before we kind of call it? Because I'm kind of at this point. Some of the people have gone to bed. There's still dancing and karaoke available, as well as whatever's going on in the back rooms down here with the monks and the stuff, so we can do all that stuff next time. But it seems like the party's kind of like gone off, done some cool stuff, and then they're all kind of coming back together. So I think it'd be a good time to do a break. If everyone's good with that, then we can continue next time. I knew
Yeah,
it.
I'm good
I
with
was
that.
like, when
Sounds
I
good to me.
designed this, I was just like, it's gonna take like 5 sessions to do this stupid thing. Like, like all I did is like make 20 NPCs and put them in a bar, and I was like, this is gonna be with this one fucking map with these people. It's gonna take us for fucking ever. I just want to say before the stream ends that you guys are all fucking amazing. That was fantastic. Like everything about that. Like we fucking we're not even like you can even interact with like a quarter of the shit, and the RP was fan fucking tastic. Everybody did such a fucking amazing job at like being in character and like going with everything that's going on. I fucking love you guys. You make it worth being a DM. That was absolutely fantastic. So thank all of you.
And I fucking love you guys too.
Absolutely.
I needed this shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, Colin, like you're an amazing DM. Like it's been an awesome campaign
yeah,
so far.
legit.
Like I'm so looking forward to see where
Where
how this
everything
story,
goes. Yeah.
how we build this story together.
It's nuts
Agreed.
because like I randomly put stuff and like roll it together, and then you like it just kind of fucking like it's just magic. It's like I feel like instead of creating something, we're discovering something. Like it's like it
Yeah.
exists, and we're just kind of like uncovering it as we go. It's so cool, so fucking cool. How it works. You guys are awesome. So I have my kids every second weekend. I had them this weekend. I like my son's here, but my daughter, she was struggling with sleep, so she went home. But I'm going to be able to run at least every second weekend. And based on this weekend, I should be able to run like once a week, missing out once in a while. So just wanted to. That's kind of now that I'm in my own place and everything, I should be good to just like keep running. So yeah, we should be back to like kind of like regular sessions.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
amazing session tonight, guys. Honestly.
Yeah, everyone was so
Dude,
good.
it was great.
That was pretty fun. There's lots of neat stuff in here.
I think next
didn't-
time I'm